go live, you want me to move a chair for you. Hold on a second. There. David, now you're watching the movie or you're going to bed? What are you doing? That's what your chair's for. Unbelievable. Okay, guys. Hey, it's Brian Young. And I'm in Minnesota. And we are at the Walmart because all the campgrounds are filled and the hotels are all filled. So we were driving down 90. Okay, that's 90 over there. Okay. We had gotten across South Dakota, and we had stopped at the Minutemen silo because they were all over South Dakota to nuke Russia. We had way too many nukes. You don't realize that 1,000 nukes would have been plenty for any of us, because actually 100 would have been plenty. I'm at a dirt track wearing my ProTinkerToys. So we are sitting here. My wife, she's going to knit, and we got the camper all set up. And I don't want to talk about it because I don't want it to go on the fritz. Because I was talking to a guy that said, hi Shane, he said that you should put heavy duty oil in the generator. So when I was at the campground on Wednesday, I put heavy duty 10W40 heavyweight oil because he says it keeps the engine cooler. Now, it's not very hot. It's probably in the 60s, which is really amazing. And because last year, when we were going to Mount Rushmore, it was in the 90s. And last year when we were coming back, it was so humid, it was sick. And right now it's beautiful. Okay? So we've got, I'll show you the back of our camper. I've got the American of the states that we've been at. Now, technically, since I was around I don't know how to do this technically, because technically back in 84, I went around all these states. I literally camped in all these states. So I don't know if I should put a sticker on the states that I camped back in the 80s. And I've camped somewhere in some of these states too, Massachusetts, New York, Massachusetts, but I don't know if I should do it now. Okay, and then these are all the stickers on the back of my van, on my camper. Everybody always gives me either thumbs up or they flip me off of my stickers. So here are all my stickers, okay? Okay, and someone will probably give me a negative thumbs up. So anyways, we've got COVID-19, the China virus. But yeah, we get people, either they thumb me up or they give me the middle finger. But my camper is doing pretty well. I really love this thing, but you know what? I sure would like to get a newer one, like a 2007. But this has been a really good camper. I mean, for the amount of money I paid for it, I paid $7 grand for this. And I sold my own one for $4. So technically I bought this for $3. I put $3,000 in a new roof. I put $800 on the generator. Other than that, it's been a pretty nice camper. So we're sitting at a Walmart here in the parking lot, and I'll be home probably tomorrow night late or maybe Monday morning. But I've got some great things. I'm energetic, and I've got a lot of great things we're going to do in July. I'm going to do so many videos in July. It's going to make Adam Hurt sick. He's going to say, I wish Brian would shut up. I don't want to see any more videos, because I am pumped up, baby. I'm revved up. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go, baby. Yeah. We're going to sell slot cars like they're coming out of your noses. I'm going to do so many videos on slot car sets and how to do a set, how to set up a set. I've been dreaming about it the whole trip. So be ready to pull out your wallet and get ready your checkbook, because I'm going to take all your money. No, just kidding. But anyway, so We got across South Dakota pretty well. It was a pretty good trip. Very cool. Probably in the 70s the whole time across. And so I'm going to have a cigar later on here. The kids are watching Ant-Man. And yes, we're going to do more 1/32 scale videos. I'm going to do videos that make people sick. And I'm just going to sit here and just relax for a minute. Can't wait till you're back. We missed the live streams. I'm going to do so many live streams. It's going to make Adam sick. He's going to vomit. Adam is. I'm so pumped up right now. I was talking to my son Daniel. He said, "Dad, are you worried?" I said, "I wasn't worried a bit. The business is running okay. Ryan knows what he's doing. I'm just the figurehead. I'm the figurehead. I'm just a figurehead." They put me a new muffler on, but the muffler cracked at the joint, and so I had to jerry rig a support thing. I'll show you my support. So my muffler cracked way in the back here, underneath here. So I had to build this thing to hold it because it was dragging way down here. And if you ever buy a camper, always make sure you get levelers because these are awesome, okay? And they're a must if you're gonna have a camper, especially a Class C. You have to have levelers. If you don't buy it. Or buy it when you're buying it. You'll say, well, it might be $2,000 more. I'm telling you. You'll say to yourself, you know what, I should have listened to Brian. He sure knows a lot. Well, I do know a lot. So, as you can hear, the generator's humming. We don't have the air conditioning on, so I don't have a lot of load on it. So, I just have a TV and a mic and a DVD player, so that the load shouldn't be that hard on it. So it should just purr all night long. I filled up the tank before we pulled into Walmart. So I'm wanting to know, I'll probably get up tomorrow at 6. I'd like to get out of here by 6. So I'm curious to see how much how much gas is used over the night. That's what I'm curious about. So we got 12 viewers. If we got 12 viewers, we need 12 thumbs up. That's the rule, okay, guys? You shouldn't be watching if you don't have 12 thumbs up, okay? So, but it was a very enjoyable trip to Mount Rushmore. Next year, I've already decided we're gonna go right from Myrtle Beach, and we're gonna drive right to my sister's Becky or Karen at Tampa, and then we're going to go right to the Keys, the Florida Keys. Because I know a guy, Steve Weary. I mentored him when I was in the Navy, and he lives in Miami, and he's got a sailboat. I want to go out in the sailboat with him. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to Myrtle Beach or to Keys. I always love to take a thing to the Keys. So we're just relaxing here. And there's about five other people here at the camp at the Walmart. Brian, please eliminate Ryan's 1 hour live stream during the week. I got too much work done this week. Please eliminate Ryan's 1 hour live streams during this week. I got too much work done. Oh, I see. Well, Adam, that's what you got to do. You got to work. Someone gave thumbs down. They always give me a thumbs down. I don't know why. I was at Mount Rushmore talking about Mount Rushmore. They gave me thumbs down. There's no reason to give a thumbs down if I'm at Mount Rushmore. Period. That was it. Huh? I know. One person just gets on and gives me a down. I don't know why. Doesn't like me, I guess. Yep, doesn't like me. Yep, they don't want to know who I am, so we're just sitting here. We're kind of relaxing and everything, and I'm just taking a break. And Got people watching us. Well, we drove up and there was a guy. There's 5 of us here. There's a guy that drove up. Him and his wife drove up. And I said to him, I said, "Are you staying here tonight?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Did you check with Mommy?" "Oh yeah, everybody's checking it here." So I went into Walmart. I said, "Is it okay if we camp here or use our RV?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, everybody does." Well, you know, when we were coming back from Connecticut back in 2015, Ryan was out there for the year, and we went to Boston. We had a great trip. I rented a car, I think. I don't remember what I did. Did we have the van? I don't remember what happened. Anyways, we were coming back, and I started to stop at the rest stop, and we slept. I turned the generator on for like 6 hours, and so we rested the evening at the rest stop. So we got 12 thumbs up and 12 viewers. So we're going to be doing a lot of videos on tech videos. I'm going to do a lot of tech videos. I'm really psyched. I can't wait to get back. So be prepared for a lot of live videos. I'm just going to be live all the time. I just said, you know what? I'm going to be live. I'm going to be live 9 hours. You know, why not? I'm going to be live from the minute we open to the minute we close. So 9 to 5, we're going to be live Monday through Friday. I just said, why not? Everybody watches us anyway, so I'm just going to do live 9 to 5. What do you think, Adam? 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? And then Saturday and Sundays will be day off. What do you think, everybody? My wife says it's too much. And I'm thinking, well, what the heck? No one's commenting. Does AFX or All the World have any new bodies coming out anytime soon? Yeah, they're supposed to have one, a new assortment, Swede Savage, coming out pretty soon. And I'll know more about that. So Dynamo Dango gives all thumbs up for a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. How many more thumbs up do we get? Losing the signal. I wonder why I'm losing the signal. I shouldn't be. I should have a good signal here. She got her signal back. Very excited, dear. So we don't have anybody else giving us thumbs up on the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So I'll have to talk that over with Ryan. Ryan always complains he doesn't have enough time to do anything. I'm just trying to figure out when. Does he never have time to do anything? I guess Tim went home this weekend. I think he went home this weekend, come back tomorrow night. We should be back. I don't know. It depends on how much I drive tomorrow. If we leave here at 7 a.m., love your track running vids. Yes, we're going to do more of those. I'm just going to do more of them. I've got to. I was just thinking, you know what? I've got to be the king of videos. I was so burned out before I went on this vacation. I hadn't been on vacation for a long time until we opened up the store. Long time. But I got some things. I got things running in my head. And so we have to figure out how we're going to put all that together. So, see that? Love your track running videos. Great, thanks. So we got 12 thumbs up, 11 viewers. Not bad for a Saturday night. I had 13, 2 left. But anyways, I'm Brian Young. This is ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. I'm sitting outside my camper. We had to pull into a Walmart. The toy store tour once a week, walk around the show on every aisle, all the toys, knickknacks. I'm doing that every week. Someday I'm gonna get you to pronounce my chat name right. Dynamac Dango. I'm Italian. That's where Dango comes from. Adam Hurt. I have like 20 people watching you right now in the stands while they fix the dirt track. Oh, Dynamic Dango. Dago. Dynamic Dago. Dynamic Day Nick. Mick. No, he goes Mick here. Dynamic Nick. Mick Daniel. Mandy's online now. Oh no.
Yeah, dynamic. That's what I'm saying. Dynamic
Dago. Dynamic Dago. I know what a dynamic Dago. I mean, I don't know why people are complaining. What everybody's complaining about. Yeah, no, that's right. I like what it said. Vampirillis. Oh, a toy store tour once a week. Walk around and show everything on every aisle, all the toys, knickknacks, everything. I totally agree, and that's what I'm going to start doing. Monday morning, boom, boom. I'm going to spend an hour walking around, showing everything in the store. We are all watching on TV also while I make pizza from Rebecca. Well, you know what? It's really interesting. This is my class. Let me give you a tour of my Class C motorhome. Since everybody is watching and they wanna know what I'm doing. Well, I bought this. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you're not seeing me. So this is a coach. This is a Coachman, which I think makes the best RVs in the market. Coachman. This is a Leprechaun. It's a 2000. Okay, this is a Leprechaun 2000. Okay, when this was brand new. Okay, so let me give you the history of this RV. So this was built or bought in 2000. I have the receipt in the camper, in the packet. It cost $60,000 in 2000. All right, now in 2000, gas prices were about 99 cents. Believe it or not, they were about 99 to $1.29. So the guy buys this in 2000. It has a 50-gallon tank. So it cost him about $50 to $60 to fill the tank in 2000. Well, by 2003, gasoline had gone to $3 a gallon. To fill this thing, $150. Right now, and when I'm filling it, $3 a gallon right now, when I'm filling this thing, it's about $125 a tank. And I'm getting 9 miles to the gallon on this. Now we have to, we have to do different type of things because I got a budget I'm under. I've set so much money aside, but there's plenty of storage space in these things. This thing's got so much space. This storage here goes all the way through the unit. Let me show you here. So we locked it up. Let me open this up. So this thing goes all the way through to the other side, all right? That goes all the way through to the other side. This is a huge amount of storage, okay? You can put anything in this thing. That's what's so sweet about it. I lost my keys, so I had to buy a new set of keys. I didn't need to change the lock because the key is the same. So that's where your septic is. That's storage, which goes all the way to the other side. That's storage, which goes all the way to the other side. This is storage, which goes all the other side. And that's Frankie. Frankie, are you watching the movie? All right. All right, and then this is the best part. This is my tool drawer. All my tools I can put right in here. I gotta make sure I don't leave that key out. What are you doing? All right, and then this is the generator. You hear the generator humming. Okay, and then we come over here. Okay, I've got to get the window fixed this year. And then we have the awning. It came with an awning and levelers. Okay, and that's the thing is levelers. See these things right here, baby? Those are levelers. They're hydraulic and they level the unit, which is really nice because if you don't, like here, if you're walking on the back end, it kind of bounces. But when the levelers are there, there's no bouncing, which is really nice. Okay. And this is the Leprechaun. I'd like to buy a 2008 or 9 Leprechaun. So if you know anybody that has a 2008 or 9 Leprechaun, just have them call me or whatever you do. I don't know what you're going to do. Because this is a beauty. Now, I'll show you something I did last year. This is amazing. So there's a pear tree in my backyard, okay, where I park. And last year, Pro Tinker Toys Live from Walmart. Now this Saturday night entertainment. That's right. We don't mess around. So last year I was pulling in and I hit a branch. And it ripped. It ripped a hole all the way across. And so I've got this guy named Steve Roper in Wayne that he is just awesome. He did my roof and he did this patch job. Look at that patch job. Now obviously it doesn't look like the other side, but it is beautiful. He did a A1 job, patch job on that thing. I've got it. He's going to put on a new vent for my bathroom. The fan just goes. And other than that, that's my leprechaun. My favorite. Before I had this, I bought a Jayco, a 26-foot Jayco. It was like a 1989, and I found this at Campers World. They knew it had a bad roof, but they didn't want to tell me, which I get it, you know. And so and the generator wasn't working, and I said to them, okay, I'll give you 7, and you repair the generator. And they said, okay, how about you give us 7, and you will pay the generator. I said, okay, fine. So I went into A-Meds in Jerry City or in Rudolph. No, I don't have any solar on the roof. That's an idea I'm thinking about. But you know what? I mean, I'm thinking about it on the roof. It's just that holes. You don't want any holes on the roof. It's just a no-no. Matter of fact, when he redid my roof, I had like this grating around it, like a place to put stuff. I said, and I had an antenna on top of it. I said, take it all off. I don't want any holes in the roof. I want the roof completely flat, other than the vents and the air conditioning. Next RV then. Yeah, maybe. You can buy these kits that you can sit outside. We got 19 people now watching me. My wife's knitting. Well, knitting, same thing. Whatever. So, I'm just kind of relaxing for the evening. Relaxing in the Walmart parking lot. I'm going to have a cigar pretty soon. I don't want to do one live stream because I don't want people to, I don't know, maybe I should. It's hard to have a cigar when I'm holding the camera. But I guess everything went okay. Tim and Ryan did okay. Mandy did okay. Daniel called me about an hour ago. He said, Dad, did you worry at all? I said, not a bit. Not a single bit. I haven't responded to any. Well, number one, great motor home, but it needs a world-class Auto World chassis and an I-wheel and an I-white wheels. Well, you know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm going to talk to this place that I did wrappings. And what I think I might do is wrap both sides. Here, I'll show you. I think I might wrap this side, just the side, and the other side, ProTinkerToys.com, on both sides of the camper. The problem is, our next RV will either be a new vintage small pull behind tow, or our street rod, or small class C to pull street rod. Make a drawer actual size the bottom of the RV with a slot car, LOL. Well, you know, we saw this. There are a lot of beautiful small Class C's. Okay, this is a 30-foot Class C. Now, this is, you know, we got 4 kids plus an adult. Now, I don't know how many people you're going to do, but you got 26-footers. You got the ones with pullouts. I don't have any pullouts on here. Okay, it'd go great in advertising. Are you kidding? ProTinkerToys.com on the side of this thing? That would be people probably have accidents following me because they would want to look over at my thing. When I had my Pro Tinker Toy, or when I had my SCX digital HHR, Okay, I had that all over plaster. Man, I had so many people wanting to buy from that thing. Unbelievable. Okay, so wow, I can't believe how many people are watching me at Walmart. It's unbelievable. So, any questions? So I'll just sit here and answer questions now. Let's see. That would look great. Great advertising. Make a drawer of the entire. Make a draw of the entire bottom of the RV with a slot car. LOL. Oh, Ron, you're amazing. That would be great. Great advertising. Yes, it would be. 19. Anyways, I'm at a Walmart because we're in Minnesota. Too bad that you're not one of the Walmarts with power outlets. I don't know if there's many that have power outlets. I've never heard of a Walmart that has power outlets. But there's about 5 of us. I'm watching because you're at Walmart. Some Walmarts have campsites. I didn't know that, Ron. Are you sure? I don't think they have campsites. Can you say hi to Frank? Hi, Frank. How you doing, Frank? I can't wait. I can't wait till you get home and start back racing. That's right. We're going to start. Tim and I are going to start racing again. I got to make up a new racetrack. I'm going to do that this week, and we'll all be set for the week next Monday. That is very entertaining. Put a Tyco cliffhanger track on one of the sides of the racing campground. Hey, hi, Frank Natoli, Frank. Can you say hi to Frank? Hi, Frank. Hi, Dame Media Vids. Wow, we got 19 people watching. Unbelievable. Now, what else? What else here? I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick tour inside and show you what we do inside. Okay. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for loving slot cars. So I'll show you what we do in the evening here. Can you say hi to Tommy? Tommy's wife, Misty. Hi, Misty. Misty. Tommy's wife, Misty. Alrighty, boy, we got a lot of people watching. What are you doing? All right, I'm going to give you guys a tour inside. Okay, so the kids are watching Ant-Man, so I can't really show that because I'll probably be flagged. So I'll just do a quick video inside here showing you everything here. Okay, because they're in here. We got the bed here all set up. We've got this bed ready to sit up, and then we have up in there, we have the bed up there. And then back here we have the queen-size bed in the back here, which is one thing great about this camper was the interior was immaculate when I bought it. I mean, there was not a thing wrong with any of the wood. It was perfect. Bathroom, nice bathroom here, beautiful bathroom. The shower is my favorite part of the thing. Okay, even though I'm 6'2", I still have you can see, I still have a plenty height here where, I don't get, so. Hi there, Youssef Moed. So what we're going to do here is I need to get this. Okay, I got all that. I got that. Okay, good. So I'm going to take this stuff outside here. So everything is all right. Now I think I could set this up here. Let me see if I can set this up on my tripod. This is where I do all my videos. Okay, so let me set this here. I think I can set this up just like this. There we go. Look at that, guys. I think I can do this. Okay, unscrew this here. All right. Unscrew this here. Now, I can put that in here like that. And now I can just sit here back like this. And I can have my relaxing stick. You're probably saying, well, what's that? Well, I met a guy I met a guy that was in the campground, and we had a conversation one evening, and he gave me a Don Matto Churchill. Look at how long this thing is. Okay. So I'm going to have a I can't pronounce these things. This is what I'm going to have here. There comes the semi going off with another load from Walmart. Yusef Mohed. I think that's how it's pronounced. I can't pronounce half these names. I can't even pronounce my own name, my own kids' names, let alone some of these other names. Got a lot of people parked here. It's amazing how many people are parked here. You know that? It's amazing. Now let me tell you something, okay? So before anybody gets offended, okay? Let me just tell you something. I like cigars. And if you don't like them, I understand. But you know what? That's why we have a free country. I can have a cigar once in a while. Well, I have them more once than a while. We got 21 views, or 21 people. Well, we did have 20. Now we're down to 20 now. We had 21. So let me get this thing going here.
Oh, man, this is right the other day with the heart surgeon.
Yeah, I had one with a heart surgeon. You know why they had so many cigars back in the 1800s? You know why they smoked so many cigars back then? It stunk. They had to squelch the stink of feces. People don't understand how it was back in the 1800s. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. So we're in Minnesota. We were in Rapid City, South Dakota at Mount Rushmore, and we were heading home. And Kathy was checking some of the campground sites. They're all full up. Well, I was, and hotels were all full up too, all sold out. So I was coming down 90 and I saw this Walmart, and I said, well, I'm just going to pull in here and get some gas. And I saw all these campers. Actually, I saw the campers on 90. I said, I'm going to go in there and see if these people, I'm going to ask some of these people, have they done this before? I've never done it. And this one couple who pulled up, she goes, yeah, we're going to stay here. I'm going to take off my glasses. And so I said, what the heck? So I filled up the tank because I wanted to have a full tank for the generator. Because the thing will shut off at a quarter tank. So that's so you don't run your tank completely dry. So this will run until a quarter of a tank. This is a 50-gallon tank. So it's probably going to cost me 50. But you stop and think about it. Okay, so let's say I had to spend $100 in gas tonight. Hotel would have been $100. Kathy is going to smell that all night and be upset with you running no water. No, I can run a shower. I can wash my face, but I have water in the tank. I have the shower works, everything. Just calm down, Mandy. Relax, okay? How many miles would you say you'll drive on this entire trip? 2,500. 2,200. It's 1,100 miles each way. So I hope that answered your question. You can't get any better than this, guys. I'm saying this is just it right here. I'm relaxing. The kids are watching Ant-Man. Okay, they're having fun. They've had fun. Mark hasn't had fun at all because he's constantly complaining about this or that or this or that.
Yeah, but he liked the helicopter ride.
He did like the helicopter ride. I did, thanks. Let's see. I don't know what you're saying I did. What do you think of what do you think of our president? What do you think of our president? Do you really want me to tell you about our president? I don't want to talk about the president. All I know is that people, well, I'm not going to say that we voted for him, okay? I don't think that 80 million people voted for a guy that only had 100 people coming to the his rallies, okay? All I know is that people are paying $3.50, $5 a gallon of gas. You know, too bad. That's what you wanted. Now she's moving because the smoke is going that way, right in her face. If people want $5, $6 gallon of gas, I guess that's the way it is. Now I just lost 5 viewers because of the guy wanted me to talk about our president. Kids going to play. Kids going to play putt golf. Yeah, they did that at the campground. Kathy did.
Did it several times.
Several times.
It was fun.
We went off-roading. I got a couple of videos of the off-roading, but the signal was so bad and my video didn't turn out very well. I did have a helicopter ride. I want to post that when I get back. Let's see. There is one at the Walmart. Okay, no. All right, somebody has already, because I put down on the video where I'm actually located. So Ron is already scoping out the entire area around this Walmart. Hey, Brian. How's your vacation phone? Great. Gas is $6 in California. Well, they voted for it. I don't care if it's $10, $20. They wanted it. Let them live with it. Until they vote those idiots out, then they get what they deserve. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say I'm sorry. Well, Brian, and this is where I get in trouble. People say, well, you're a Christian, Brian, and you have, no, I don't have to have compassion. If they're the ones that dig their hole, they let them dig their hole. I mean, give me a break. Go eat at Golden Corral, walking distance. I hate Golden Corral. We went to a Chinese buffet, right? Good food. I just don't like buffets. I was in the Navy too long to understand a buffet, okay? We got McDonald's down the road for tomorrow for breakfast. We get out of here about I don't know what time I'll get out of here. I think whenever I wake up, I think I'm just gonna wake everybody up, and because the kids get up at about 7 o'clock every morning anyway. Frankie wakes up once the sun rises. Well, we lost 5 viewers. I talk politics. I told you guys I shouldn't talk politics. But traffic was moderate. I hope to get, tomorrow's Sunday, and I should be able to get, my goal, if I get through Chicago into Indiana. See, that's 5 more hours, okay? And I'd like to get there, okay? Well, they're not staying. It jumps up and it jumps down. That's really weird. 13, 15, went to 15, now it's 13. You're probably saying, where are you, Brian? I'm at a Walmart in Minnesota. Wilmington, Minnesota. You know what's funny about this country is how big it is. Can you imagine when Lewis and Clark, they kept coming across and they kept, okay, then they crossed the Mississippi and they go, now what? And they went all the way across to Iowa and South Dakota. And they got to the Missouri and they go, now what? And then they got all the way to Yellowstone. They go, now what? Then they came to the mountains. They go, now what? And they kept going. They finally got to the Atlantic. Can you believe, or Pacific? Can you believe how people don't understand how big this country is? And you know what? Driving across it is amazing. But to fly over it too is another amazing thing. It just goes on and on and on and on. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, people, the way it is. And what I found, I won't talk about that. It's actually chilly out here. I mean, if you really stop and think about it, this is the middle of August or July in Minnesota. When we've come through this, and it's in the 60s. It should be 95 and humid right now. We came back 2 years ago. We were going back home. And we stopped at a KOA, and I was setting things up. I was so sweaty, okay? Man, you could have your own sitcom, LOL. Well, you know what? I could have a sitcom. And I think I'd be very successful at it. It'd just be called, it would be the Brian and Tim Show. And it just would be a show about the store. All day, it would just be a 3-hour about the store. Uh-oh. Oh, fraud running around here. Yeah, so if I could find a 2008 or 2010 Leprechaun, okay, I'd be extremely happy. I would be. I could sell this right now. I could put it up for sale and get 10 grand easy for this. Because it's worth 10 grand. Global warming, LOL. Yeah. No, it's my coat.
The one that I got.
No, that's mine. You want a water, you can have a water. He drinks too much pop. He just had a pop and he wants another one. He's going to get fat if he doesn't stop it. But anyway, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Before Mark interrupted me because he wanted another pop. Well, it's all about cloud cover. You know how much cloud cover there was over South Dakota when we were coming across? There was no sun all day. So where are you, Brian? We are in Wilmington. You can Google us right now. Wilmington, Minnesota, at a Walmart. I'm sitting on the east side of the parking lot. You might be able to see me. I'm going to wave to the satellite right now. Okay, you might be able to see me. Hi there! Hi there, everybody! No, they've taken those pictures years ago. Matter of fact, if you Google my house, 229 East Main Street, and go to Street View, you could see what the shed looked like 10 years ago. Okay, it's really cool actually. And you can see the bank I bought with the trees. There were 3 trees on the property. And they cut them all down. I wish they left just 1 tree. But Huntington didn't have a lot of brains. Can everybody hear me? I hope everybody can hear me. I just thought I'd do a video tonight. I don't know why. So I'm here. We pulled in our camper because there's no hotels or campsites. They're all booked. It's a Saturday night. So we pulled in here. I saw it on the road, far west side of the lot. No, far east side of the lot. Ron Gardner. There are some on the west side too. Nice camp, white Walmart. I walked inside. I guess it's okay if I. Oh yeah, everybody does it. Okay, good. And there are tons of people here. So we saved power outlets on the west side. Power outlets on the west side. So Ron is telling me there's power outlets on the west side. I don't want to hear it. Maybe, LOL. Okay, so he is saying maybe. So Ron, you know what? You could get me upset. I would then pack everything up, lower my jacks and everything, drive all the way over there, and there's nothing there. Then someone would come here and take my spot, and I'd be upset with you, Ron Gardner.
I don't think anyone's hooked up over there, though, because I walked over there first before I came over here.
I think they're yelling at you, dear. There's one thing David can't do, and that's watch a movie. Walk over and look. I might be looking at the wrong Walmart. I'm not going to walk over there, Ron. I'm not getting up out of my nice chair, carrying this camera all the way to the other side of Walmart. For the love of Mike, we just lost half our subscribers. Viewers.
Why?
I don't know. Nowadays, everybody's so touchy. Bike. Do it. My electric scooter's in the camper. I'm not going to take it out. Where are you going? Oh, now she's looking. We got 21 thumbs up. We only have 12 people watching. Where is the 2 Walmarts in Rapid City? There are 2 Walmarts in Rapid City. Yeah, I know. We're not in Rapid City, Ron Gardner. We're in Wilmington, Wisconsin, or Minnesota. One north and one south of the city. Yes. There's one. They built one Walmart right as you go into Mount Rushmore. It's on 16. So as you drive, you got to pass this. Oh, come on. How many times does one get to witness people camping at a Walmart? Long time no see. That's right, Gene. Long time not see. My wife decided to walk over there. I'm not going to. Give me a break. I'm just having fun having my cigar and relaxing. It's chilly, too. Oh, look at a flock of birds. Ooh, that's pretty. I mean, stop and think about it. This is go buy Walmart cigar. Oh, they're terrible. What are you, crazy, Ron? We got 13. Come on, we need to get more viewers here. Where'd everybody go? They're probably bored sitting here watching me talk about Walmart and headed home. Yes. Yep. So we're here just kind of spending the evening. Somebody said it's the generator uses a half a gallon an hour. Somebody researched the Omont 4000 generator. How much gasoline does it use an hour? Someone said a half a gallon. So a half a gallon, this is a 50-gallon tank. I should probably use 6 hours would be 3 gallons. It only has 50 hours on it. That's what when I first bought this thing, I took it to Ameds there in Rudolph, Ohio, off of 25, coming out of Bowling Green. And I told him, I said, so how much should I use the generator? He said, all the time. Run it whenever you can, run it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, some people, they'll buy a brand new RV and never use the generator. And then he says a lot of people never use it. And so if it's never used, then that's when it has problems. But he told me the more it runs, the more efficient it is. And so I told Kathy today, use it, but it was so cool that we didn't need it on. The kids need it to watch the movie, but then I don't know if I'm going to leave it on all night long. And I think there's enough background noise. See, I like to have background noise when I go to bed. And we're right next to the fans, air conditioning units next to Walmart. So that should be some air. Plus we got the road, the highway, cars going by. So that's a noise. What do you call it? It's called, what kind of noise is that called? It's called, what do they call that noise? Background noise. What do they call that? I can't think of the name of it. Oh my goodness. Tim bought me a couple of the units. We've got a couple of, noise pollution. No, we've got 2 of these noise things at the house. Shoot, I can't think of it. Kathy, actually, Ron, if there's no electricity on the other side, and you made my wife walk all the way to the other side, sound machines, yeah, but they're another name for them. I can't think of the name of them. Tim bought one for the shed, and there's one in the house. Noise making, for the life of me, I can't. Not on that Walmart. Oh, wonderful, Ron. Thanks. So my wife went all the way over there, and now there's not going to be anything. I never said I was in Rapid City, Ron. We're in Wilmington, Minnesota for the 3rd time. We just lost 2 more people. Well, that's okay. We had up to 21 people watching. Wow. We're going to start the races next week, a week after next. I'm going to be doing a lot more tech videos. White noise, that's it, white noise. Yes. White noise, that's it. But Tim got these machines. I can't think of the name of them. Man, cold. I can't believe how cold it is in August or July. In Minnesota. I shouldn't complain, really. I just want to do a little video just to show where I'm at. I suppose I can sign off now. And all the heat is in the California and Arizona. Yeah, probably. Lake Mead is empty. There's no water in Lake Mead anymore. Well, I'll tell you right now, it's California's fault because they have no management. They didn't know how to do any forest management. They haven't built a single new reservoir because all the environmentalists don't want them to build reservoirs because it ruins this one little fish, okay? And so now they don't have enough water for, where do you think a lot of our food comes from the United States. Comes from California, and they're restricting water. Oh, I could go on, people, but I don't want to. I don't want to tonight. We want to be happy, 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 happy. No, there needs more dams, Ron. They don't have any reservoirs, enough reservoirs. They just let that water go right out into the ocean. Stupid. Here she comes. She said no. So my Ron Gardner made my wife go all the way the other side of Walmart, and there's no power outlets.
And a paper up there, and three of us back here, and it's like he's gonna park. They're not Walmart trucks, they're just trucks stopping for the night. There's several on the other side.
This place is packing out. But every hotel, I checked every hotel, they're all taken. Okay, so now Ron is, okay, Ron, Ron's saying, well, the outlets are between yellow poles. So Kathy, why do you go look at all the yellow poles? Okay.
I don't see anyone plugging into anything, they're just all along the thing. I don't know, there's a yellow pole there, but you can't get next to the yellow poles.
Can't get to the yellow poles. Never mind. Okay, good, Ron. Thanks. We are going to never mind, Ron. It's so cold out here. I'm in shorts and everything. Is she a female truck driver?
She is driving.
Oh, cute. Uh-oh, we have a truck driver here. How we doing? Yeah, it is going to get cooler tonight. The sun's not down yet, guys. About another half hour. You're not in it. It's facing me. Campground. We saw these people staying here. We thought, what the heck? Let's stop here. You do it a lot then?
What?
Stop at a Walmart or? You hauling east-west?
I'm going east right now.
You're going east? Cool.
Yeah, I had to stop at Sioux Falls to get a stupid oil filter changed again.
Just like
Ron, I'm not buying a 360-degree camera, okay? If you want to buy me one, you can, Ron. It's Minnesota, not north, up north there. Sun is going down there. Yeah, the sun just set. So you got a kind of a little dusk. It's dusk right now.
I can stay too.
Yeah. It's fine.
Buy him one, Ron. Yeah, Ron, why don't you buy me a 3D camera? You're loaded. You've got all the money. You keep buying all your little gadgets. Oh, Ron. That's right, Ron. Buy me a 3D camera. 3D camping.
We've been doing it for 11
All right, I'll show you guys the. I am unemployed. All right, so this is our campsite here. We're at Walmart. There's the Walmart. Trucker just pulled up. We're all set up here. We got 4 other people camping here tonight. We're all set up in our Class C motorhome. And I am Brian Young, the big dog, ProTinkerToys.com. I'll tell you, we sure don't need air conditioning tonight. It is chilly. And if she's got that diesel engine running all night long, I don't need my fans on tonight. That's for sure. Open the windows up. Little dog here. We got a little dog. We need heat. I don't need heat. Are you kidding me?
there, and they called and said, "Oh, you're going to Lansing, Michigan instead." Yeah, they said maybe we'll stay at 8. No.
I have 2 sons that live in Michigan.
I hate all those stupid goofy accidents.
Oh, yeah. The tournament with the
Well,
wrong guy. Yeah. I don't like that
the clouds are getting cloudy over there. It might be raining down there in that area there. I don't know what it is. But we might not need power all night long.
That's getting cool.
If she's going to have that diesel running all night long, I won't need any. I won't need any noise because that'll be plenty of noise for me to go to bed. No, Tim gets his own cigars now from James Reeves. I don't have to worry about Tim. Tim's not there this weekend. He went back home, I think.
Let me go get my project. I'll show you what I've got.
Well, Kathy found a friend. I got to get a jacket on. A jacket. It's cold out here. 18, now we're back up to 18, 19 viewers again. Good grief. What's going on here? I'm Brian Young, Pro Tinker here. We're heading back home. I'm in Minnesota, Wilmington, Minnesota at the Walmart because there was no campsites because we don't have enough campsites in America because 1 million people are camping now. Billions. And there's no more hotels. Those are booked up. Well, you know what there is a shortage of? Employees. There are not enough employees. We got 9 million people, 9 million jobs opening, and Ron tells me he can't get a job? That's impossible, Ron. There's a job for anything nowadays. Yeah, there was a Subway up here. We stopped to get gas. The Subway is closed because they don't have any employees. Half the facility at the campground was closed because they don't have enough employees. Yeah, $14 an hour at Subway. Oh man, she's big. Good grief, that's a big one. Come on, Kathy, why aren't you doing something like that? Oh, that'll be pretty. See what kind of knit she's doing?
It's just 2 double crochets.
Ron Gardner must be living with mommy and daddy. He is. Ron needs to move out into his own house. Right, Ron? 20 people again. Where do we just get all these people? Well, I was gonna sign off. Now I gotta stay on more. I gotta go get a jacket on. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so it goes from like that kind of zone.
Go back there and get a jacket.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, now that feels a little better. I mean, it's just a little. You know, I'm in a t-shirt. I just needed something just to give it a little warmth. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a little comfortable. So I had to stop at the Walmart because there's no place in the inn. And we're heading home from Mount Rushmore. We had a great trip. And got my Navy sub hat on. They had a great night viewing, or the night festivities at Mount Rushmore. And they had all the military came down there. It was so patriotic. And you just wonder, you know, everybody there was so patriotic. And you, what happened? Well, what happened to the East and the West Coast? Well, why do they hate this country so much? I really don't get it. The greatest nation on earth, they hate it. It doesn't make any sense. There, I just lost 3 people that hate the country.
Yeah, I just kind of like how it's textured.
I think, you know. '68 in Toledo tomorrow.
Yeah,
Rain.
this is my 4th or 5th skate of yarn.
Oh, I know. That's I brought the pink one in because I was doing
White noise. That's what, if she runs that if she runs that diesel all night long, that'll be white noise. I'll go to sleep like a baby. I need white noise.
I'll start working on that and then I'll add it to the other one. But I was getting tired of the paper, so I started on this.
Yeah, we had a really good trip. I recommend anybody that wants to go on just a great vacation, just go to Mount Rushmore for the week. Okay? Either camp, they got billion hotels, they have a billion KOA's got these little cabins you can rent. Okay? Greatest time you'll ever have. Guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Do it before you die. First time I did it was
Yeah, another pattern I've done too.
1984.
That was similar to this, but it was 2 doubles. It was a double, called a double bead.
1984, then we did 1996, and then we did it
2 doubles on each side, and then went right up the center.
2018,
Then I also did
2019, 20, and 21. 3 years in a row. We've done it 3 years in a row, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Next year we're going to go to the Keys, Florida Keys, Key Largo. Yeah, it's Kenworth noise. Yeah, that's diesel. There'll be plenty of white noise. Plus you got these vents over here. I'll be able to sleep like a baby tonight. Open up the windows, let that breeze come through. We got the vents open. We'll open the vents just to have a nice breeze come through. Ooh, baby. Oh, beautiful. Get up tomorrow morning early, about 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't have anything to pack, just turn the thing in. You know what another thing's problem? I got to get a new battery. Because this battery, I used to disconnect, but the battery's still dead after the disconnect. I need to get the bad battery. There is one thing about RVing, guys, so I'm just going to give you some tips of RVing. You're constantly spending money on it. And the reason why is, let me tell you why. You're spending money on your RV. Okay,
Yeah,
think about this
he
now.
actually came like 2 months
You
early,
basically
so I
are
didn't
pulling
have
a home
gas can done.
made out of wood
So
with
after
nails
I
and
got it
screws in
done,
it. and it's moving and shaking and twisting and this and that, you're gonna bound to have
I
problems.
called her, and asked her.
And believe me, RVing, you're gonna have problems.
She wanted me to drive that baby out.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But this is Brian Young, ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. We're just kind of having fun tonight. I'm just kind of relaxing here. The kids are watching Ant-Man. We went into Walmart and bought them some more movies. And
I actually had to work pattern because I've been a sore.
but it's been a pretty good trip. We should be back. I'd like to be in Indiana by about 7 o'clock. And I might, if I'm in Indiana by 7, I'll just go ahead and drive home. I'll probably get home about midnight. That's what I'm thinking. All depends on traffic going through Chicago on a Sunday afternoon. It should be pretty dead. Well, this is a V10. It's a 450 V10. Think about that. It's 10 cylinders. That's why it sucks gas like a vacuum cleaner. Okay? It's a V10. I don't like going past 75, honestly. I try to keep it at about 75, just, to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Now, these truckers, they like to do 90 miles an hour, come up your butt and everything.
Yeah, because that Afghan I made for Lane was like...
That's one thing people don't understand about truckers. They going downhill, they want to get momentum so they can get up the hill. And a lot of people like to pull in their accelerating lane. Then they have to gear down, then they have to gear up. They just lost another 10 gallons of gas. People just need to learn to get away from a truck so they can do what they do. And it's the same thing with RVs. I'm trying to pull into the left lane so I can get up the hill. Somebody comes right behind me, honks, horn, get out of my way, get out of my way. I'm trying to get up the hill. I need momentum, okay? So leave me alone. They don't understand cars or trucks. A lot of people don't understand how to drive, number one. I think people should learn defensive driving, not offensive driving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a lot of people here. I think I might just start a campground at a Walmart.
My niece was expecting twins, a boy and a girl.
It's getting busy here, though.
So
That's
I
for sure.
was going to make them out of the same colors, but I was going to highlight the blue and one.
Yeah, we've got 18 people watching. Can you believe this? So for people that are watching, we left Mount Rushmore this morning at about 8 o'clock. We got across South Dakota. We got into Minnesota at about 6:30. I saw this Walmart, a bunch of campers out here. I said, you know what? Because my wife was checking places, everything was booked up. So we had to stop here to camp for the night. The generator, oh, by the way, so what I did with the generator, knock on wood, I'm hoping I'm not jinxing it. I was talking to a guy that was right next to me at KOA at Mount Rushmore, and he said he had a Class C. He said, well, what he did is he put 10W40 heavyweight oil in. So I called my friend Steve Pierce. I said, Steve, what is it 10W40? He said, yeah, that will stop. That should run it cooler because the 10 or the 5W or 5W10, it doesn't. I don't know what it does. So I'm not an expert on engines. But the oil, it overheated, kept overheating. And knock on wood. Now I'm not drawing a lot of power right now because the air conditioning is not on. So they're just watching TV, and everything's fine. Now, if I need to turn it off, which I think I am later on, I'm going to turn it off because I think she's going to be driving. I think she's going to be running her diesel all night. That'll be a lot of white noise. Plus, then I've got the Walmart air conditioning units. Those will be on all night, so I'll hear all that noise. Plus, I'll hear the traffic from the highway coming in from our windows. So I have plenty of white noise to go to sleep with. Because you need white noise to go to sleep. Because then I'll just go to sleep. So that's what we're doing. That's where we're at. We're at Wilmington, Minnesota. And but we're having a lot of fun. We're heading back. I might do a video tomorrow when I get into Wisconsin Dells. And I might do a Sunday afternoon video. I put some water in it. I don't have enough water for a shower, though, I don't think. But my tanks are all empty, which are good. I always empty all my tanks before I leave the campground, so I have plenty of tanks.
Yeah, they actually, well, this some years ago, I was parked in there one night and I thought I had done my shopping. Because I stopped at that one a lot. Almost the end of my day, I'd stop, I'd go in and shop, and then I'd...
But other than that, everything's kind of been uneventful. And we're just relaxing here. We're going to be doing a lot of live videos next week. I'm thinking of doing 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. But Adam still hasn't... Adam's at a dirt car race right now. That's why he's not commenting. Okay, because he's preoccupied with dirt bikes or dirt off-road something going on. I think he's in southern Ohio or some place southern Dayton, or not Dayton, but not Dayton, Akron area maybe.
There's a lot of truck drivers that leave their garbage out in Walmart's parking lot. There's a lot of truck drivers that stand up.
But anyways, that's kind of what we're doing tonight. Why did we do a live video? Because I wanted to. I wanted you guys to know how I'm doing right now. And I'm doing fine. I'm having fun, relaxing on a Saturday night. So you guys will all know I'm in my Class C, my Class C Leprechaun 30-footer. A 2000, well actually 1999, 2000. It was brand new, it was 60 grand. It was loaded, it had satellite, had everything. It had satellite dish, it had a satellite connection, you could crank it and change it and everything. It had levelers, it had a canopy. It was your deluxe model. This is the deluxe model for 60 grand. The guy must have sold it in 2004 because gasoline went to $3 a gallon. I mean, it is expensive. I think if it's the same price next year, I think I'll just do Myrtle Beach and then maybe just do campsites around Ohio or Michigan or Indiana. Keep it in a tri-state area. But it's expensive to fill this thing up with gas. Okay, so Auto World, let me just tell you, let me give you the up to date. Chris Giddings, I'll give everybody the up to date about product that's happening and what's the problem with the whole market, so everybody understands. The supply chains around the world are totally screwed up. I mean, they are completely messed up. Just so you guys know, a 40-foot sea container. Now, what is a 40-foot sea container, you might ask? A 40-foot sea container is what they put about 1,000 of them on these sea container ships that go from China to America. Okay? And they used to be about $3,000 for a sea container. Now they're 20 grand. They can't get parts. They can't get raw materials. There's a shortage of everything in China. And obviously, Auto World, their product has priority over my product. Now, I've already paid my deposit and everything, you know, and they're still telling me that we're going to get all of our cars by the end of the year. Most of our exclusives will come out by December. They have a couple exclusives, or they have a couple items coming out in the next couple weeks. They're supposed to have the Sweet Savage Trans-America Racing. Those are supposed to come out in a couple weeks. I'll know up more. I'll do an update on next week, a live update on all of what's going on. I'm going to call Craig at Auto World and get him an update, or ask him for an update. But all that's basically, and that's not just slot cars, it's everything now in America. There's a shortage of everything. So that's the deal. So that's the deal. That's the supply problems. You go into any Walmart, this Walmart right here, half empty. Half empty. The food area, completely empty. Not completely, but meats, I mean, I'm telling you, it looks like it was a riot just went through. They don't have any inventory. And now, the latest news is that grocery stores are hoarding food. People aren't hoarding food. Grocery stores are hoarding food. What do I mean by that? Is that they are doing pre-orders. That means they're double ordering on the following items. They're double ordering on meats. Okay? Now, meats only last 6 months, so they're not buying this meat thinking that they're going to have it forever. They're going to have it by 6 months. So they're over ordering. They're hoarding basically. Supplies, cleaning supplies, they're hoarding. Household items, they're hoarding, or they're double ordering. And they're just filling their warehouse with this stuff. So either they know something that we don't, or we know something that they don't. And the both is that.
I'm gonna go make something to eat.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. So that's a nice truck driver. See, you want to talk to my wife. He's a crochet. So there's shortages everywhere. So it's not just slot cars. And one thing that I'm good at right now is I'm good on inventory. I bought so much inventory that if there is a slowdown, or I've got plenty of inventory for this Christmas. I've got enough stuff. Oh, I just got more stuff coming in. Oh, I'll tell you about that next week. Holy moly. You know, we were down to 5 people, 10 people watching. Now we're back up to 20 people. Holy cow, they must love me talking. I don't understand this. Well, no, I don't understand. I mean, I must be that popular. I need to have my own TV show, dear. I need to send something to like the History Channel or something so they can make me a TV show. The Brian and Tim Show. What do you think? You think 40 million people would watch me? Oh. You know, I've been watching some of these clips. So let me just show you something, or tell you something that's really weird. You know how a lot of these TV shows are people are excited, they have 4 or 5 million views? There was a television show that literally ran for almost 20 years. It was called What's My Line? Do you realize, take a guess what their average share was when they were on. It was a half-hour show, once a week. Guess what their share was? That means how many people were watching every week. Take a guess, all you 20 people. Give me some guesses. If somebody can guess within 5 million, okay, I will give you a free black red flame 55 Bel Air. First person to tell me within 5 million what their average share was. Dun 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 dun. No one's even commenting. Unbelievable. They are looking it up. Okay, I'll give them another minute, and then I'm going to tell you the answer. La 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 la. 22 people are watching now. What's My Line? What was their average viewer? Over 100 million. How's it going? 65%. No, Robert, a little high. 100 million. 70 million, a little high. A little high. A little high. $40 million people a week were watching What's My Line. Half-hour show. And today, TV shows would drool at it, try to get 10 million. That's because they don't make anything people want to watch. Literally, seriously. They don't make anything people want to watch. Half of it is garbage. My opinion. My opinion. My opinion. So, this is Brian Young, and I'm at the sun just set, and now I'm on the lights of Walmart are shining in here, and the sun is already set, and I got the lights right there giving me a beautiful view. It is getting cold, and I'm just sitting here outside my camper. You got that right, and I'm just we're just having another. They only had 3 channels, but okay, yes, they only had 3 channels. People only had 3 channels to watch, but even 120 million. You'll have to show me the proof on that. But one of the guest hosts was saying that they had 30 million. Now, maybe that might be for the full week, okay, or a month. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's 40 million. You'd have to show me a stats where I'm wrong. But what I'm getting at is, even if you combine all the networks, okay, for example, let's add up every cable show, okay, on cable right now, on an even giving show, it's not even going to, it might add up to 40 million. Maybe 55 million. I can believe 55 million. What I'm getting at is, there's not a lot out there that's any good. That's 65%. Explain what 65% is. What do you explain? Oh. And Lucy had an 80 share sometimes. Jackie Gleason show? Oh, good grief. And that only ran for like 20 episodes. They knew how to make shows for the American people. All of them. All of them.
They didn't have a agenda. They didn't have not everybody had to be.
Well, guys, I think, I hate getting off when I got 20 people watching, but I don't know what else to talk about. What do you guys want me to talk about? Those were the days of campfire TV. That's 19-inch. 65%. Oh, total viewer watching. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're right. 65% of population was watching television. No, you're right. Back in the 50s and 60s, it was a new medium. Yes, dear. Thank you. The market was not fragmented like it is today. Well, I would agree and I disagree. All right, so here's what I believe, okay? Just to give you, and maybe I'm a little arrogant sometimes, but I don't think I am. If somebody gave me a network, give me any network, okay? ABC, CBS, Fox, within 1 year, I would have a larger audience than the entire cable and other networks combined. My shows would average 20 to 30 million every week episode. I'm sorry. they're not making what Middle America. See, they don't make. Okay, I'm sorry, and I don't want to get off. They don't make movies and shows for Middle America anymore. They proved that in the 1970s when they canceled Green Acres, which was the #1 show on television at the time. When they canceled it, Gunsmoke. They canceled it. They finally canceled Gunsmoke, and it was still top 10, I think, or 5. Well, it had nothing to do with viewers. It had to do with an agenda. Thank you, Gene. You're right about that. I know. I'm not saying that I'm arrogant about everything, but I know I don't know a lot about anything, but I know a lot about everything. That was the great rural purge of CBS. Yes, that's exactly right, Gene. The great rural purge of CBS. And so they didn't make anything for the rural people anymore, which is Middle America, which was their #1 ticket. Andy Griffith, Green Acres. Oh, I'm telling you, Green Acres was so funny. Do you know why they canceled? You know, one guy was saying, Petticoat Junction. Yeah, what Walmart? Okay, we are in Minnesota, and we're at Wilmington's Walmart. So if you want to Google it, you can follow exactly. I'm going to wave at you guys. I don't know if the Google satellite is going to go by while I'm waving. Okay, but I'm on the east side of the parking lot. Okay, east side parking lot. 90 is about 500 feet that way. And I'm sitting here. We got 25 viewers. Holy cow! I can't believe it. And I'm just relaxing. The kids are watching Ant-Man, and the campgrounds were filled. The hotels are filled. Okay, so if somebody's out there that has lots of money, all right, so let me just give you somebody okay, so let me just say this. All right, so if somebody out there that's watching me right now what do you call it? What would you call that? Has discretionary income or wants to invest in something, there's a piece of property. Okay, so I've got this in my head. That's right. Jane Arnold and the Pig. Arnold the Pig. Somebody made a comment that, oh no, wait a minute, what movie, what TV series was this? Oh shoot, what is it? That they canceled because they just didn't get it. And they canceled it because the executives just didn't get it. They didn't think it was funny. And I think it was Green Acres. Or was it another show that was just that just slapstick comedy? What was that other show?
Mr. Ed?
No, not Mr. Ed. Well, they didn't like, I know which one was. Gilligan's Island. They didn't like Gilligan's Island either because they didn't understand it. How could be people watching this about the people on this island? I'm telling you, I'd be #1. #1. I'd come out with shows similar to those but different. I'd be #1. So anyways, I'm getting back to, what was I getting back to? Oh yeah, so if somebody's out there, the 23 people that I have, if you know somebody that has wants to invest some money and make a huge return, at least a 20-30% return, there's property that I'd like to buy. Okay, so think about this concept of mine. I'm going to give you. Shut that window. Oh my gosh, Frankie, I want to pop him sometimes. So if you go up 75, there's a Signet exit. And off the Signet exit, there's a big pond. On all these ponds in Ohio, whenever you go down a highway and you see a pond, it's because that pond was created by taking all that dirt to make the overpasses. So anyways, there's a beautiful pond there, and there's a huge forest behind it. So what I want to build is a beautiful, massive campground with hotels and a Professor Tinker theme, spaceships. Okay, have a giant lazy river that goes around the entire campground. Okay, and it would be partly indoor for people in some winter time, so there'd be an indoor part also. And with an indoor also park camping area. Woo-hoo-hoo. So that RVs could drive in. It's limited in number for the winter. And you could park the RVs. They could be towed in, so you wouldn't have to turn them on. You just tow them in and put them at their site. They'd be plugged in. It would be filled nonstop, 24/7. So that's my investment. Probably about $100 million. And you would make that back in probably about 2 years. And that's just one of about 50 ideas that are in my head, that are in this head right here. I daydream all day long. I was daydreaming all across South Dakota of all different things I want to do with Pro Tinker Toys. I'm not going to tell you. Need a good destination area to build a campground. No, you create a destination, Ron. You don't have to be near a destination. You are the destination. That's what a lot of places don't do. A lot of them. You are the destination. Where people go, oh, we got to go to this campground. Have you ever been to ProTinkerToys.com campground? He's got this spaceship that you can actually walk inside of. It's really cool. He's got the largest lazy river I've ever seen. Indoor camping in the winter. Where is that at? At ProTinkerToys.com. Oh, I'm just talking, guys. I'm giving you my dreams. My dreams. It's called, what do you call it? Daydreaming. Visionary. We got 22 people. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Coming soon to CBS. Walmart camping with Brian. Saturday nights. That's right, Gene. No, that's not Gene. No, that was John Kendall. I haven't ever heard of John Kendall. Granger. No, I always thought you are the destination place. And I would guarantee with about 5 years, that place would just be, hotels would start springing up around me because they'd want to suck off some of my customers. Our RV's running great. For anybody that didn't know, I was having problems with my generator kicking off. Now, we don't know if it was the heat. Now, today wasn't a very hot day. Oh, I could do bark trails around that park and everything. That'd be easy. And I put in heavier weight oil, 10W40. Steve Pierce, my friend, he's a sprint car racer, and he was saying that that's a good idea. I had a guy next to me at the campground saying that he put 10W40 into his generator, and he didn't have it shutting off, overheating. And it's running, knock on wood. Oh, dear Lord, please don't knock off. I don't think I'm going to run it all night long because there's a lot of white noise, and it's cool. So we can open up the vents and just let the white noise. You're going to use that bathroom in there?
Yeah, why not?
So we're sitting here at Walmart, 9 miles an hour. Here comes another truck driver, a tow truck. Oh no, another RV guy. Oh, it's a brand new one too. It looks like it's going to be delivered. They must have just bought it. Those are nice ones too, the ones he's got. And so I'm just kind of relaxing. It's really chilly. You know, it's got to be in the 60s tonight. It's unheard of. But we're headed home after Mount Rushmore. My name is Brian Young, ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. you're watching my live stream. If you're new here, please subscribe to our videos. We are going to be doing a lot more videos, but it's just me, you know, and Tim and my son Ryan, and then Mandy. They call her the governor. I don't know why they call her the governor. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I frankly don't care. Daniel called me and he goes, Daniel called me. Now, Daniel's my son. He's my millennial son. He believes that we didn't want the moon. He believes that a lot of these buildings that are being built nowadays are pre-flood. He goes off on a lot of these tangents. Okay, I don't know if he's got his... Will you do videos on setting up 4-lane slot cars? Yes, I am, actually. Well, here's the problem. Okay, so let me explain to you the problem about 4-lane racetracks. It's my Class C motorhome, my Coachman Leprechaun. And if you know anybody that's got a 2010 or 28 Leprechaun that wants to sell it, let me know. Anyways, they sent me the wrong curves. They sent me standard 1/8 curves, and they were supposed to send me outer curves because I was going to start making 4-lane layouts for people. Okay? And that's coming soon, but they sent me the wrong curves. I got 1,000 standard half curves, not 1,000 outer half curves. Anyways, it's coming. Everybody calm down. Calm down. Everybody calm down. Outstanding. That's right, outstanding. So I'm just kind of here relaxing. And so I'm Brian Young. I'm the owner of ProTinkerToys.com. My millennial son, which Ryan, he's the nutcase. He thinks that everything is just grows on trees, okay? What radius? It's the 12-inch radius. It's the outer curve. Your 9 inch is the in curve, the 12 is the outer curve. And we're going to start offering 4-lane layouts. As soon as I get those in stock, I'll be doing 4-lane layout designs. Actually, Auto World's going to be making a 4-lane set coming out. It won't be coming out this year because they're so far behind. It's probably next year they're coming out with their outer curves 4-lane layout. They got it from my idea. They asked me, okay, just so you know, you probably don't want to. Awesome. I need some of those. Well, I've got them in stock right now, but not a lot of them. If you want a bunch of them, you buy the return loop. The return loop I have for sale from Auto World, and that comes with outer curves. It comes with 16. I think it's 16 outer curves. Tell us the story. What story? What story do you want me to tell you? I missed that one. I missed that one. What story do you want me to tell you? I might have said that's a long story. What story do you want me to tell you? I can't believe I've got 29 people watching right now. Me sitting next to my camper in Wilmington. Let's play Risk tonight. You were just talking about Auto World. Oh, Adam's back. Oh no, I can't believe you're still live. Ha ha ha. I just got back from the dirt track. I knew Adam was going to get back on. Adam, I've got 30 people watching right now. Oh, Adam, did I tell you we're going to go 9 to 5 Monday through Friday from now on? Adam? Huh? So all you new people, I don't know how many are new. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe to our videos. Share it to everybody you know. I know maybe nobody thinks I'm that, but some people must think I'm, because some people have been watching for the last hour. Awesome. But Matt goes, awesome. Anyway, so that's the story. I'm Brian Young. I'm the owner of ProTinkerToys. My millennial son, he's the one that got the website going. I was selling a lot on eBay. But I told him, I said, once our sales on the website got better than eBay, that I would hire him, and that happened earlier this year. Oh my goodness. I better have my wife check my blood pressure right now, 9 to 5. That's right, Adam. Oh, I got some plans. I'm so excited right now. I needed this vacation because I got so many ideas going in my head right now. I can't stop. Okay, so, and then I got my brother, Tim. He's an artist. And he's my packer, basically, and painter. He's been doing some painting. He just painted this beautiful three-car picture of the Legends of the Quarter Mile. Just beautiful painting. I don't know if we've got it up for sale yet, but I think it's about $2,000, and it is just worth every penny of it. Every penny.
Yeah, take them into the bathroom.
All right. Do they have to poop or pee?
He has to poop.
Oh.
I know my favorite.
Is the movie over?
Yeah.
Did he turn it off and everything?
Yes.
All right. Shut the door, please.
I'm waiting for David.
Let's see. You are so close to La Crosse. I might be. I don't know where La Crosse is. I'm in Wilmington, Minnesota. Kids and no kids and number 2. Well, I don't unless you can do number 2 in a camper. Okay, maybe I'm over picky about it. I should probably let them do it anyway. If they have to tonight, we're going to let them. Hopefully you have water in the tank. I do have water in the tank. This place is busy, just nonstop. Anyway, so I'm Brian Young. I'm the owner of ProTinkerToys.com. If you're new here, now, if you're like Adam, you've been watching this since the day one, okay? And he's addicted. It's like this is his crack cocaine, if you want to call it. We got the generator going. It's purring pretty nice. We just have the fan on right now, so I don't have a lot of load on it right now, so it should just purr all night long. I mean, that's what the guy told me, that the generators, that's what they love, is to run. Generators run all day long. That's what they said. Now, we'll see if it runs all night long. But I don't know if I'm going to run it all night long. It's my Mexican Coke. So, I'm out here kind of just watching, or I wanted to do a live stream about an hour. It's been 100 minutes. About an hour and 30 minutes ago. Unbelievable. No, yeah, about an hour and 30 minutes ago. Holy cow, been on that long. And we were down to 14 people, now down up to 26. That's so awesome. And we've got 39 thumbs up, which is great. We always get 1 thumbs down. I don't know who the guy is. I wish he would just come out and say, hey, I'm the guy that gives you thumbs down, and here's why. I would accept it. I would accept why. I just want to know why he gives me a thumbs down every episode. It doesn't matter. I could say, hi, good morning, goodbye, and he would give me a thumbs down. Not long enough. Or I could say, hi, goodbye, I want to tell you a couple. No, you talk too much. Okay, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter. So anyway, I've been on vacation for the last couple of weeks, and we're finishing up our vacation. We're going to be getting home probably tomorrow night or Monday morning early. I have a feeling I'd like to try to get home tomorrow night. Is Walmart open 24 hours where you are at? I don't know if it's 24 hours. I don't know if they're doing a lot of 24 hours Walmarts anymore. I don't have any flat cars in the camper. No, I don't. But anyway, I'm just sitting here relaxing. And my wife took the kids to the bathroom. The movie's over, so they're going to go to bed now. Probably in an hour, they should be asleep. We really don't need the air conditioning on. I mean, it is 60 degrees outside. Okay. Oh, they give me thumbs down all the time. Did I show you the back of my camper? You want me to show you the back of my camper, guys? I buy these chairs at Walmart. They're metal chairs. All right, so this is the back of my camper. Either I get thumbs up or I get flipped off. One of the two. So this is the back of the camper. First, I have the map of the states that we've been in. Now, I don't know whether I should put the maps that I was in 1984, because that's half of this area right here I camped in. But these are some of the stickers I have on the back of the camper, just to get people upset with me. Okay. If you first First don't succeed. Lies, steat, and shield. NRA. Wall Drug 1776. NRA stands for fight. Q, stand with the police. CNN is fake news. CNN is fake news. China virus. So this is what I have on the back of my camper. I really do this just for the fun of it. No PTTs. No, I don't have any I got to get some. Well, that's what I'm doing, Adam. If I'm going to keep this camper, I'm going to get ProTinkerToys on both sides of the camper. On both sides, I'm going to have a huge sign, ProTinkerToys.com. Follow me to ProTinkerToys.com. You're parked under the sun? Nope. This is the parking lot. There's the light. This is the parking lot at Walmart. And there are a ton of people here. All down here. All down here. Well, I'm going to look in to see how much it cost to put ProTinkerToys.com on this side and the other side of the camper. Why not? I mean, when I'm driving to Myrtle Beach with that on the side of my ProTinkerToys.com, I mean, if I got 5 people buying something from me, good grief. So I'm just sitting here relaxing after driving for the last 8 hours. It's kind of chilly. Boy. And I'm having my favorite now, see, people would say, well, Brian, you know, so let me just give you the other side. So people would say, well, Brian, you're smoking a cigar. Why would you do that? Well, you know what? Groucho Marx would smoke a cigar on, what was that show of his, which he had literally a 40 million share. Shoot, what was his show? The Groucho Marx show? Shoot, can't think of it. We just got too sensitive nowadays. We got 41 thumbs up. That's awesome. People have to be less. You bet your life. That's right. You bet your life. That was another high-rated show. No one was offended back then. You Bet Your Life show. That's right, Adam. And Gene. That's the problem. We're too sensitive. Everything is sensitive. You couldn't watch Blazing Saddles nowadays because they would call you a racist. And Cleavon Little's the one that was he was black guy and he was the sheriff. And when he walks into the town, oh, it's a funny scene. You have to watch the movie. That's a different time in America. But I'm just sitting down here. I wanted to do a live feed about it, and it's now almost an hour and a half ago. Almost 2 hours. And I can't believe we've got this many people watching. Yeah, say the magic word and win 5. Yeah, see, I used to do Groucho. And I forgot how to do it. Yeah. I used to do it with G. Roberts. You do the and that was James Cagney. Yeah, see guys, we're gonna get these guys, see? Yeah. But so that's my story again. I did we stopped at a missile silo in South Dakota, and on it we had the triad. It had People Miss You. I can't believe that. Anyway, the triad was the defense system that America had to stop from being attacked. We had our Minuteman missiles that were in the ground. We then had the B-52 bombers, which is our second defense, triad. It was basically a triad, a 3-pronged defense system. And submarines were, police cars going. Submarines were our third part of the triad. So if the Soviets would knock out our bombers, we would still have 2 others. If they knocked out 2 of those, we'd still have the submarines. But people don't realize that all the ballistic missile submarines that we had could literally wipe out everybody on the planet Earth if we launched them all at one time. That was all we needed. 500 would be enough to kill everybody on the planet Earth. Why overkill? No one would be alive. Mount Rushmore is pretty neat. I think anybody should go there, or everybody should go there. Everybody was so patriotic there. It's almost like a different world. The people that were there, and then you compare to people that are on the west and the east coast in certain areas. There's like this hatred for this country that I just can't handle it anymore. Good night, David. Well, we can't have, that's right, we can't have a mine shaft gap. Dr. Strangelove, Mr. President. I used to do Dr. Strangelove. Mr. President, according to his head was grabbing that. My dear, I can walk. That's right, a mine shaft gap. We can't have a mine shaft gap. That was so funny. That movie is so funny. Dr. Strangelove on how I learned to hate the bomb and love the war. Love war. I think that's what it was. Me neither. I got 41 thumbs up. That is so awesome. I can't tell you how excited that makes me. Got 41 thumbs up. That means they love this. I can't believe it. It makes me so awesome. Greg Redmond? Oh gosh, Greg Redmond's watching. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some Greg Redmond stories, okay? So Greg Redmond is now watching this live stream, okay? Now, Greg Redmond was I think if it's just the Greg Redmond that I think I know, there's only one Greg Redmond. All right, so Greg Redmond and I moved on Guston Avenue, and Greg Redmond lived across the street from me, okay? Greg Redmond and I, we were kind of like this in high school. I mean, you really couldn't separate us, okay? We literally were stuck together. We would love to play games. I mean, no, look, he's going, no! Oh, yes, Greg, I'm going to tell some stories tonight, baby. Yeah, Greg Redmond's watching.
Hey, Greg.
Okay, so Greg Redmond, we would play games. We usually would play Risk, or we'd play Monopoly. He'd come over for pizza. I'd go over to his house for pizza. His dad was a pastor at a church in town, and they would get a lot of free chips from Cane's, and he would always have chips and everything. We'd drink pop like crazy. Matter of fact, we would walk to North Grave Carryout every night for our 16-ounce bottle of Coke. Fake dice. We never had fake dice. You might have had fake dice, but anyway. So he would say, okay, Brian, I'm going to come over. So I would get everything set up at the house. I'd get the pizzas in the oven. I'd get the game all set up, and I'd call him. Are you coming? He goes, yeah, I'll be there pretty soon. And then I'd call back. Are you coming? He goes, yeah, I'm coming. And then I'd call again. He goes, oh, I decided not to come. I go, what? What do you mean you're not coming? I just got everything else set up. I'm tired. I'm just going to stay home. Now, Greg, he always had to have the latest Coke. That's right. We would drink so much Coke. Matter of fact, they came out with a new Coca-Cola bottle. It was a green Coca-Cola bottle. We thought it was the coolest bottle they ever had. And Greg literally had bought so much of them that he completed his entire wall with these Coca-Cola bottles. And then we read in an article that these Coca-Cola bottles were calling these cancer in rats. We thought we were going to die. But anyways, Greg loved to get gadgets. He was the first one. This had to be in 1975. He spent, I don't know how he saved his money. He was a paper route, but and he just saved his money. And he bought like a $900 Betamax videotape system. Now, Betamax didn't last very long because it wouldn't tape up to 4 hours. Caused cancer, that's right. So Greg and I, we grew up together. He on Guston Avenue. We did a lot of things. We constantly were playing games. We made anatomically correct clay figures, and then I'd take them out at the end of the yard. I had hearts and lungs and everything in them, and I'd take them out at the end of the yard and I'd shoot them with BBs. And then we'd cut them open to find out where the BBs were. You remember that, Greg? We used to make gunpowder. We made underground. Okay, so this was funny about his parents. Very cautious people. They're nice people. But I made an underground fort because we had this big field that was empty. So I made this big underground fort. I must have dug 15 feet down. Then I made like a 10-foot tunnel underground. And then I covered it with plywood, and so no one would be able to so no one would be able to see it. Well, he did the same thing, but his parents made it, put a fence around his, so people knew where his was because they had a fence around it. Right, Greg? Now, one thing, it is funny though, how things kind of come around. So I always kind of made fun of them because whenever they went camping, they went and camped with an RV with air conditioning and everything. And so now I'm going around in my RV with air conditioning. Oh. Yep. Greg Redmond. Oh, we used to watch movies like, oh my gosh, we'd have movie night. We would literally stay up till 1 or 2 o'clock playing either Risk or playing Monopoly. I made $1,000 bill for Monopoly. We literally had to quit the game because he had like 20,000, I had like 15,000. We couldn't win because I would give him 5,000, he'd give me 5,000. It was just the thousands were transferring faster than we could play. Anyway, so that's the story of Greg Redmond. If you see his name here, Greg Redmond, he live full-time. I live full-time in mine. I miss that for sure. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You remember going to see Greg and I came home for leave one, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure I was in the Navy. I came home for leave, and we went to go see The Fog, the original Fog with John Carpenter in Toledo in a snowstorm. And we lived in Bowling Green, and we had to drive to Toledo to go see it, and it was a big snowstorm, or, a lot of snow. And we drove all the way to the theater to see this movie, which was so scary. That movie, when the lady gets on the radio and say, get out of the fog, they're coming, they're in the fog, get out of the fog. I'm like, hurry, quick, get out of the fog, you're gonna die. That was a classic movie. Anyway, we used to make animated movies. I've got animation film of him and I. I should probably try to get that on. I drove back with you also. That's right, he was in Connecticut. He came out for a week in Connecticut when I was in subs. Yeah, I should have, but you know what? You can't do everything. I should have brought RC. I commend you for being proud right-wing American. God bless you. Listen, guys. We live in literally the greatest nation on planet Earth, and it's not because I'm American. It's because we have Spanish Americans from Spain. We have Russians that come up here to America. We have everybody in this country. You come in legally, you can do anything you want. No, we didn't do it. Well, there's one good pizza joint in Keystone. That's a good pizza joint, but that's about the only place. We didn't go out to eat a lot. We just ate at the camp. We had some great prime rib. Oh my gosh. I brought about 5 prime ribs. Last night we had prime rib on my hash, but I cut up these potatoes, I slice them up, I put them in a frying pan, I put a ton of butter in them, and I let them just fry. Oh my goodness. I should do a video once on how I do that, because they are just almost to die for. Well, you don't want to die because of them. hash browns, but they were good, along with the New York, or with the prime rib, okay, or prime steaks. And those were really good. We had those last night. Did we have those last night? Yeah, we did have last night. Because then it thundered right after we ate. Yep. Don't tease me with your cooking lives, LOL. Are you in a stomper or no? Okay, wait, Mr. Brett. Are you into stomping or not? What do you mean stompers? Are you into stompers or not? What stompers? You're probably saying, what am I doing? This is my cigar. This is my real big vice. Hey, I know, you know, sometimes you have something that you just, you know, you like. I like the cigars. You know? That's all there is to it. Just Spurgeon, Charles Spurgeon, great theologian, he loved cigars. Okay? One of the greatest theologians in the 1800s or 1900s. 1869 to, or 1850 to 1889, I think. What stompers? What are we talking stompers? Are you into stompers or not? What do you mean stompers? Mark didn't like the vacation because Brian, you should show us one time your Lego collection. Yeah, I will show you my Lego collection. That'd be a good video. Legos, my Lego ships. I would kind of just like to sell out my Legos. I'm at a point now that I don't need a lot of these things that I have. You know, I'm at a certain age that I do love Legos, though. I love putting them together, and I want to build another Lego ship, but that takes a lot of time. We'll go until this battery dies. How's that? No, I'm not going to go much longer. What time is it anyway? 10:19. It's 10:19. So the generator has been on for 4 hours. Or 3.5. According to Cummings, and also the stompers are from the early 80s. They are miniature 4x4s, really awesome vintage toys. No, I've never heard of stompers. I might have. I'd have to see one. Send me an email link. Go to ProTinkerToys.com. Send me an email link. And I probably had them. I know just about every toy that was ever made. So, oh man. But, yeah, I needed this vacation. Sometimes you need a vacation. But you know what? If you've never been to Mount Rushmore, I really highly recommend you make a trip to the KOA, Palmer Gulf KOA in South Dakota. Get a year, you know, just do maybe 4 days there and then, you know, a trip there and back, you know, but I highly recommend you do it. You will love Mount Rushmore. It's almost addicting just looking at the faces and how they did that. It's amazing. You know, people say, well, are you still going? I'm still going. Yes, I am. People say to me, why do you love this country so much? And I say, I love this country so much because this country has so much to offer people. It is smaller than you would expect. No, it's bigger. Okay, that's a good question. Mr. B Swift or something asked me, what's my favorite slot car brand? Tyco, Carrera, or Scale Electric? Well, let me go back in time so everybody understands my history of slot cars. So when I lived in the Imperial Trace Apartments next to Franklin Park Mall, I got into the original plastic pins, or the metal pins and the plastic clip, original Thunderjet cars. And I fell in love with them. I loved it. I did it all the time. I set up a layout. I also had girder and panel sets as my buildings, and I had cars going through the buildings. It was just, I had so much fun. I mean, I was 1971? I was 11 years old. It was just the greatest time of my life. I loved it. Then, I really never got into 1/32 scale until I went to Irwin's Warehouse and I saw the Scale Electric layout, and I said, oh, slot cars, I remember that. Oh, man, that was awesome. Then, when I went to Irwin Toy, I started to sell Scale Electric. Now, Scale Electric in the 90s, so let me give you a dating. Scale Electric in the 90s is a complete Scale Electric, or slot cars 1/32 before 1997 and 1999 were totally different cars. They were the older cars, old style technology. Didn't stay on the track a lot. You had to drive them at a slower speed. And then Carrera really revolutionized everything. And then, not Carrera, Fly. And then Scale Electric started to change. And then SCX 1997, they are the ones that elevated the slot car construction with their cars in 1999. In 1997 is when ProTinkerToys started. They re-engineered their entire cars, and I fell in love with SCX. And I thought their digital system was the greatest digital system ever to come out. And I fell in love with SCX. That's why I've been selling SCX for the last 20 years. I'm not saying that Scale Electric doesn't make a great car. They make a great car. They make a great track. They make a great system. I just don't think their digital system with the light sensor on it is the correct way to do digital. I still think it is the little armature up and down in the car changing lanes. That's my opinion. Now, people will say, Brian, you're all wet in this. I'm just telling you, that's true digital. Is the armature hitting the guide pin, changing the lanes. You're basically a railroad system with Carrera and Scale Electric. When are we going to get wireless hand throttles HO? Those are coming out. Auto World's coming out with those later this year in their 4-lane set. Or you can do it your own. You can do your own by buying you can buy a couple of my 1/32 scale Auto World. We have these 1/32 scale loop sets that have wireless hand throttles. And basically, you take those wired hand throttles, you take the circuit board, and you rewire it to a analog terminal track, and now you have wireless hand throttles. I'll show you a video next week about that. Matter of fact, I've been wanting to do a video on actually how to do it, and I'm going to do that to show you people how to make wireless hand throttles. But Auto World is coming out with hand throttles. So that's kind of the nutshell. SCX has had a lot of problems with the management in Spain. They don't have any idea what they're doing, which is fine. I get it. You know, they're the owners, but I don't think they know what they're doing. They haven't done a very good job of it. If I was given control of it and just said, hey, Brian, we want you to run this or show us how to do it, I could make it the #1. Stoppers were made by Eddie Goldfarb. I don't want to go into detail. So anyway, that's your answer to your question. I really love SCX the most, and I like Thunderjets the second. It's not saying that I don't like Extraction. I do like Extraction. I just love the original Thunderjet with the little steering wheel. Because what I do is I just set the speeds, and then I would start building my track and watch the cars drive around themselves. It was awesome. I'd set both cars at a certain speed, and I would start building my girder and panel buildings, and my cars would be driving around the city and everything. That was just so awesome. I'd be listening to American Pie. Bye, bye, American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee was dry. I remember listening to that music playing my slot cars. All right, yeah, so let me tell you about Auto World. Okay, so everybody, you have what you call your purists, and then you have your novice. The purists that only believe in Aurora, that if anything else comes out, then it's no good. And I disagree. Auto World, you cannot show me a better Auto World body anywhere on the market. I'm sorry, they make a better body than Race Masters. Now, I'm not saying that Race Masters doesn't make good bodies. They make great bodies, but not to the scale of what Auto World's doing. If Auto World would put 10% more oomph in their chassis, like metal gears on the top, that center gear, if that's metal, and if their tolerances were a little tighter on their axles, they'd have the greatest chassis on earth. But it's what are you making for the price? And you've got to get it to a certain price. And so if you add all these other things, you're having to get more price. So if they would come out with a chassis, a deluxe chassis, for example, which if everything goes well with us, I'm going to go to Auto World and say, listen, I want a copper chassis parts or nickel on all the metal. Kenosha makes very good RC, very good RC. And they have a 132nd RC car. Those are nice too. You got to be very skilled to use those, to drive them around the track. I mean, really skilled. I'm not that skilled to do that. And RC, I'm not knocking on. We're going to be getting more into RC, but right now my forte is 132nd and one HO. And stop and see the ARC in Kentucky. I've been wanting to go see the ARC in Kentucky, but can I tell you my problem with the ARC in Kentucky? I just don't think the ARC was like that. I think the ARC was a square rectangle. It wasn't like a typical boat that we think of a boat with the curved bow in it, okay? And that's my opinion. Now, I've been wanting to go down there, and I think we're going to go down there before the end of the year. It is a very nice, and it is, a lot of people go there. Let's see here. There are nice campgrounds. Yeah, we'll probably go down there before the year's end. I might do it just for a weekend jaunt. But that's kind of the slot car-ish things right now. We're sitting here outside the I will see that, yeah. We're at the Walmart because all the campgrounds were full, all the hotels were full. So I was driving by this Walmart right off of 90, and I noticed a bunch of campers outside. Well, hey, I might as well. I've never done this. People do it all the time, and they say it's pretty safe. And so we decided just to stop here for the evening. My generator's been running pretty good, knock on plastic. Oh, I think there's probably about 15, 20. Oh, Tamiya. I'd love to get Tamiya, and I'm gonna buy Tamiya. I'm gonna start buying. I love Tamiya RCs. If you're gonna get into RC, and this is why. Okay, if you're gonna get into RC as a hobby, I really think Tamiya is the way to do it, because you build the kit, you build the RC you build the springs, and that's why I'd like to start building the Tamiya RCs, because building the RC is part of the fun. You literally build it from the. It's like a model kit. I know that, Ron. Why do you think I'm going to build a new building next year? But I can't do it right now because all of my exclusives didn't come out, and I don't want to go off into a deep end right now. Thank you, Ron. Now, if anybody doesn't know who Ron Gardner is, Ron Gardner, he's been one of my buddies since early days of SCX, and he does a nice big layout for corporate events. So, like if a corporate events wants to do something for their corporate event, then he'll set up a slot car track for corporate events. And he got kind of shut down last year, and it's been kind of rough getting him going this year. But that's who Ron is. He's been down to my place a couple of times. Fire up the new stogie. Yeah, this is kind of dying, don't you think? Think I should start up a new one? We want to go see that, Gene. Good night, Brian. Greg, it's Brian with a Y, not a Brian with an I. Come on, I've known you for 40 years, and you call my name with a Brian with an I? Come on, Greg, give me a break. You got my name wrong. Nice chatting, Greg. You can't even spell my name right. It's Brian with a Y. But that's about it, I think, guys. Kathy Young, there are 10 campers and 12 trucks in the parking lot for the night. Okay, thank you, dear. Greg Redmond, LOL. Later. See you later, Greg. From Brian with a Y. He wants me to light up a new cigar. This is still a good cigar. You want me to put this out? I mean, look at that. How much more I have on that. I hate doing that. Smoke 3 at once. I'm not smoking 3 at once. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. Here comes somebody.
You're kind of guilty sitting out here smoking a cigar when you should be mowing the lawn.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. It's like, fuck, man. All over here. I gotta keep up on that stuff. Like I hate lawns. Every time I see something growing up between my deck, I spray them around it.
Hey, take it easy. Well, I think Gene might be right. This might be just about ready to be put out. It is funny about generators. It really shows you, that people don't understand really where electricity comes from. And it's a dynamo and your generator engine is basically turning this motor, which is creating electricity. And that's the same thing that is in a power plant, and you need something to create the power to turn the motor. And it's basically a gasoline engine in my case, but in a power plant it's oil, coal, natural gas, or whatever. And people think that, well, you know, I noticed 124 camera shot slot cars are a lot heavier. Oh, 124 scale Carreras. That's right, they're big cars. I don't like 124 Carrera 124. See, 124th really never took off. It was really for only industrial. It was for professional wooden races, tracks. That's where 124th really took off. Okay. HO was really, or 132nd was really for home theater. Now you did have cars made for wooden tracks 132nd, but I'm saying the 124th never took off as home because their sets were too big. You couldn't build a nice big, it'd take up half your house. And 132nd was that in between. If you didn't know that. I don't say that I know everything, but I know a lot about everything. Okay, so if you have a question, I probably can give you a general answer, and you know, micro RC. Yeah, scale lower than HO. That would be kind of cool. It is. HO is great for homes. 4x8 sheet of plywood. The 4x8 sheet of plywood, and you can see, watch my old videos of the layout that I made. They're almost end scale. That's right, Garner. But HO, you can do anything you want on a 4x8 sheet of plywood, literally, and be completely happy with whatever you do. Multiple layers, levels. I think this is dead. Technically, it's 11 o'clock in Ohio. But I'm never wrong. Let's see, what did you say a long time ago? Fire up a new stogie. I'm under the light. There's a light right here. I'll show you. That's the light shining on the camper. All right, I'll put that one out. I have these Connecticut Leafs. These aren't my favorite, but they're not a bad cigar. It's an Alec Bradley Connecticut American blend. Got myself a cutter. Oh, there it is. A V cut. These are my favorite cuts. Man, it got cold out here. I'm in shorts too. Do you like Tonka Turbo Tricksters? Yeah, those are cool. You know what toy I loved the best though as a kid? Were motorifics. And that's another thing that if I had some investment, I would come back with motorifics. I think motorifics would be a #1 toy this year nowadays. Motorifics were awesome. They had motorific boats. Oh, their boats were awesome. Oh my gosh, motorifics by Ideal. Oh my gosh. I would come back with motorifics. Oh my goodness. They were a little smaller than, or they're about the same size as 1/43rd scale, a little bit larger. And they had these little motors in them, and you just turn them on, and you could just let them run, and then they would all these different courses. Motorific. It was called Motorific by Ideal. Motorific by Ideal. That's another great toy that I had when I was a kid. There was another really cool toy that I had. I think I got it in 1970. It was basically a little space guy, and he had batteries on the back of it. And he had like 10 or different vehicles that you would plug him into. The crash course. I have that set. I'll show it to you one day. I have it at the house. Anyway, it's this little spaceman. He was motorized, and you would plug him into these different vehicles, and those vehicles would then be motorized. It was really cool little toy system. Okay, and there's like 6 or 7 little vehicles that you could plug him into, and he had this little base. You could plug him into the base, and the base would move and all that kind of stuff. That was a pretty cool toy when I was a kid. My parents usually got me. I know my dad always would buy me a construction set, something building, girder and panel, and they had these little. Hi there. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Guinevere. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And then they had these white panels and with different type of inner windows, and you could connect and build huge buildings. That was another cool system my dad got. Then when I was in high school, my mom started buying the one toy that I always wanted through high school, through junior high through high school, was the 101 electronic kits from Radio Shack. I got one of those every year. I loved doing those. Oh my gosh, 101 electronic kits. Building a radio, half the stuff wouldn't work, but it was just fun building it. I'm not kidding. What other toy did I have that I remember having? I remember my grandmother had this one, it was a plastic tow truck, and there was a little car, and the car, you could literally take the car apart, and the tow truck would tow it, and it had spare parts, and you could undo the fenders, and it was kind of like a really cool kit. That's another toy I remember having. I loved anything that you could build or take apart. Anyway, that's it in a nutshell, I think. I don't really have a lot to say about anything anymore. I've talked enough. This is Brian Young, ProTinkerToys.com, and I'm at a Walmart waiting because there was no room in the inn. All the campgrounds were full. It's amazing how many campers are on the road. I cannot tell you how many campers. Fifth wheels, huge tow. Everybody's got a pickup truck. If you don't have a pickup truck, you can't tow a camper nowadays. And that was just the opposite back in the 50s and 60s. Okay, any car could tow a camper because they had suspensions and they were like tanks themselves. Station wagons, all the station wagons from the 60s could pull any camper back then. Of course, they're not these 40-footers nowadays. or 20 footers that have pullouts everywhere. Camping has changed, though. I mean, the size of your machines, how much is in these things. I mean, they are just literally luxurious homes. You can get some campers that look like they're houses, like you don't even know you're in the camper. Glamping. This Walmart is busy than a bee. It's constant. Do you like arcade one-up arcades? Yeah, I've had one of those before, but mine, I got one of those a couple years ago, and Frankie broke it. When I was in the Navy, I used to go to this arcade, and I'd put $20. Oh my gosh, I wasted so much money on asteroids. That's all 1980, 81, Groton, Connecticut. There was an arcade right next to the base. Let's see, any slot car sets no, Walmart doesn't carry slot car sets. See, a lot of the one rule for slot cars is that when you buy a slot car, you cannot return it. The problem is people play with it and then they return it, and that's why Aurora went out of business, is because they couldn't survive, and Tomy, why they couldn't survive with the returns. And I would tell my customers, when I had Young's Newsstand, early Young's Newsstand, whenever they bought anything, I'd say, listen, I want to sell this to you, but when you take this out here, once you take this from the store, it is yours. I will help you fix it if there's problems, but there is no returns. Same thing with RC cars, RC planes. I say, once you take this out of the box and play with it, it's yours. Don't bring it back for returns. I'm going to go until there's 10 people watching. When there's 10 people watching, I'm going to sign off, guys. Or until this cigar is gone. Second cigar. The second one. I have a feeling I'll wake up about 6 tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a good day. Yeah, going to be a long video. Yeah, well, you can jump in anytime. Maybe catch something. Knock off. Maybe come back like Adam does. Adam comes in, goes. Puts his kids to bed. Maybe come back. Eat an RC plane in the parking lot. I could use an RC right now, but my kids' Lincoln's chickens destroyed the RC airplane that I got from Ron Gardner. Totally totaled it. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Fry the chicken. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah. Smoke them if you've got them. I don't know what it is. I just like a cigar. You know, I don't know what it... I'm not a guy. I'm not an alcohol. I cannot stand the taste of alcohol. Okay, I never have. I don't like the taste of beer at all. Now, wine I can tolerate once in a while, like for an occasion, but I don't even like the taste of wine. Sake, I can take sake once in a while, but again, I don't like the taste of sake. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I guess that's the nut, the nut of it all. 47 thumbs up. That's a lot of thumbs up, guys. So everybody that jumped in gave me a thumbs up. Let's see if we can switch to a different format. Let's see here. Let's go to let's see here. 8mm. Let's go to 8mm for a little bit. Okay? I love 8mm. I don't know why, but I do. Some people don't like 8mm. But I think 8mm. Need an RC plane for the parking lot. I know, Ron, you told me that. Let's see. I noticed the red and the gold Firebird from the Carreras are rare. Yeah, they are. I used to make a lot of 8mm movies with Greg Redden. We used to make the funniest stop-motion videos. We'd make these interview videos that were really funny. Just, oh my gosh. We made so many 8mm movies, just crazy. Well, I'll take that off. I don't think people like that. Documentary. How about a documentary? No, don't like that either. Normal, we'll go back to normal. Kind of quiet now. That's good. Almost halfway to Ohio. Well, why do you write it to Ohio, Ron? Let's see, alcohol analytics. Cheers. 48 thumbs up. Wow, that's a lot of thumbs up. The battery dies at 40 miles, LOL. Oh, you were using the battery. That's terrible, Ron. Yep, the whole family's sleeping now. Kathy's probably knitting. Battery only goes for about 10 miles. Well, somebody else just pulled up, I think, camping. Yeah, so did I tell you guys that a lot of grocery stores now are stockpiling food? They're buying a little quiet time. That's right, a little quiet time. Did I tell you guys that there was an article in Wall Street Journal that a lot of your grocery stores now are stockpiling food? And my question is, why? Why are they stockpiling food? Do they know something? Who knows? But I know this Walmart. I walked in this Walmart. Its entire meat section was like half empty. Kind of amazing. Yeah, so we're gonna go. Aliens coming. Yeah, so I saw the new Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. It's an okay movie, but I just think the time element of the movie, the time machine element of the movie, was kind of uh, it didn't. I don't think it worked. But I guess they made a lot of money. Everybody wants to get out of the house. Oh man, I tell you, people are camping. People are camping, buying RVs. There are so many RVs on the road. I told you that earlier. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're like leeches, or they're like what are they like? They're like rabbits. They're multiplying. Hey Brian. Hey Vincidus Chadu. I don't know how they're going to make a sequel to it. They killed the creature, unless they're going to have another creature they have to kill. It doesn't make any sense. Why they make if you know what they need to make the sequel to? They need to remake War When Worlds Collide, because then there's another book called After Worlds Collide, which is supposed to be even a better story, because it's on the new planet that they went to, and that they're having battles between the European, because there were Europeans and Russians and Chinese. LOL, leprechauns, rabbits, LOL, that's right. That's the movie they need to make, is War of the Worlds and After Worlds Collide, or When Worlds Collide. When Worlds Collide, that was the first novel. They made a movie of that in the 60s or 50s. I'm watching you on my 82-inch smart TV 4K. Oh, it's probably beautiful. So let me give you got everybody here, all the campers. That's my chair. I'm just kind of relaxing. And I'm talking to you guys. I've got a 70. No, I think I have an 80. Filthy Animal, that's exactly right. They're anticipating price increases. That's why they're buying all this food, because they know prices are going up. Yes, they do. That's exactly why they're buying it. Inflation, I hate to tell you, I don't want to get depressing, because I'm in such a great mood. A health stogie. That's right. A health stogie. You never inhale a cigar. You puff it. You puff it. 49 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I think Walmart is closing. There's nobody here. I'm happy to help you, whiskey. Yeah, I can't handle that. I'm sorry. They close at 11. Oh, they do. Yeah, a lot of these Walmarts, they don't have employees. They can't get people to keep them open 24/7. Opens at 6 a.m. Those days are gone, I have a feeling. 24-hour Walmarts, they're gone. They don't have time to stock the place. They need the evenings to get things stocked up. We are in Wilmington, Minnesota. We stopped at a Walmart because all of the camping grounds and hotels were full. I mean, full. I mean, when I was checking all the on my Choice Hotel app, every hotel was sold out in this town. Every one of them was sold out. So I was driving by here. I saw a couple campers. I said, well, I'm going to go in here. And then I saw another couple pulled up their camper. And I said, are you guys staying here tonight? You go, yeah. Is it okay? I go, yeah, everybody's staying. And I went in there and talked to the manager. Oh, yeah, everybody does it all the time. I'd never done it. But I hear all about it. I hear only good things. Sometimes you hear a bad story here and there. But overall, I hear a lot of good stories. And so I pulled up my 30-foot Coachman Leprechaun with my leveling system. I have nice for anyone in Minnesota still stocks prime. I have my 4 hydraulic leveler, so I leveled the RV. I got it leveled to as much as I don't have it perfect level. I like it pitched like this so that the blood goes to my feet. Are you heading through the UP of Michigan on your way? No, I'm not. Now that's where I would like to go this year. I'd like to go to the KOA up there on what do you call it? Mackinac. There's a KOA in Mackinac. I'd like to go there for the week. Do it. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe we could do that. Oh man, summer's almost over. Maybe we could plan that next year. Well, maybe I still have time to do it. Ron or Adam, you want to go with me? You want to go? Both of us go up to Mackinac. You take your RV and I'll take my RV. Or he pulls a camper. He cheats. He uses his truck. But anyway, that's about it, really. I can't believe how many people are watching this. We got 16 people. Now we got 17. It goes down one, comes up. How many people find out about it? I saw your videos. It was awesome. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, click the notification bell button, and share it with as many people as you can. I wanted to show people about Mount Rushmore. If you've never been to Mount Rushmore, it's great. It's a very patriotic. It gives you so much excitement about our founding fathers, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. These were flawed men, okay, that created or did some extraordinary and achieved great things, okay? And the left will say that they're evil men, they're racists, they're slave owners, and blah, 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 blah. And they forget one thing. This is what I find about the left, that they always forget the time in which it was. They live in today. They don't live in 200 years ago. And everybody that signed the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence, most of them were paupers when they died. They didn't do it for money. And that's the problem with our politicians nowadays. They're all in it for the money. They shouldn't even get paid, honestly. If you want to be a congressman, you do it on your own dime. All of them should be the same way. If you want to be a politician, you do it on your own dime, not on the people's dime. And that would change a lot, okay? I'm just talking normal. I'm talking, okay? Because before 1900, they didn't get a salary. Part-time. It all changed in 1920 in the 20s. No one is leaving. So you just before the crash, LOL. Yes, it was just before the crash. They put all these stupid things in. Can you, let's see, wait a minute. Can you tell us a little more about your traditions about the $2 bills for kids? Yes, I'll tell you about. Okay, that's a good question. Very good. Why do I give $2 bills out? That's a very good question. Okay. All right, so my daughter, Kimberly, she died of swine flu back in 2009. And Kimberly was a very giving person. She always would do things. She'd invite kids over and do things for people. And as a tribute to her, I started giving $2 bills away when I was on the road. So, like, I would travel a lot. I mean, when I was with SCX, I traveled around the country 7 times. And every time before I left, I would get a big stack of $2 bills, like $200 or $300 worth of $2 bills. And whenever I'd go to a restaurant, normally it was a restaurant, I would go into a restaurant, and if the kid was under 13, under 12, or 12 or under, if they were 13, they would not get a $2 bill. Sometimes I would do it here and there, but if you're 12 and under, you would get a $2 bill. And I've been doing that ever since. The last 10 years, I've given $2 bills out, hundreds, probably thousands of $2 bills. Yes, at least 1,000, probably more than that. Okay, thank you very much. Do you like it at Legend Pinballs? What is Legend Pinballs? Yeah, there wouldn't be, well, what you'd have patriot politicians that would do it for a year or 2 years, and then another one would take it. That's what it should be. That's like in Texas. Texas they're a half a year, I think, or 3 months, I think, they go and have session. That's the way it should be in every state. I'm sorry. And we wouldn't have the problems that we have right now. We would be more of a representative republic like we should be. We are not a democracy. Let's get that clear right now. We are not a democracy. We are a representative republic. Republic. We're not a democracy. We're a republic. Yes, so if they didn't got a salary, I mean, look at all these guys, these politicians. You know, this Latta in Ohio, he's following right after his dad's footprint. He's no different than his dad. His dad did nothing after 30 years. And you'll say, oh, Brian, how can you say that? Mr. Latta did it. No, he didn't. You really look at where we are in America right now. He didn't do anything for this country but ruin it. And his son is doing the same thing. He's another politician. He's going to do it until he's 70, and then he'll retire, and then maybe one of his daughters, a Latta, will then continue. They want to discontinue that legacy, which after they're dead, nobody cares. Again, I'm being honest, guys. Modern day royals, that's exactly what it is. The aristocracy. The aristocracy. The political aristocracy. They're corrupt to the core. And I'm not saying that but if they've been in there more than 6 years, come on. I mean, Jim Jordan, okay, now, I like Jim Jordan as a guy. But come on, people. You've been in too long. The problem is that if you retire, then you're going to allow somebody else to maybe take that seat. I don't know. Really quiet here. It's real quiet. There should be term limits. My philosophy is 6 years. 6 years, okay, as a congressman, and 1 term as a senator. See, people don't realize that, and you do some research to find out if I'm wrong, but I'm not, that the Senate, your senators used to be appointed by your state representatives, okay, or representatives. So if Ohio, for example, Ohio's Republican right now, so both senators would probably be Republican. All of your southern states would have, most of them that are controlled by Republicans would be Republican senators. But they changed that. See, these senators wanted to have power, so they wanted to be elected, not appointed. Because, see, if they're appointed, then they have to do what the state representatives want them to do. It's a representative. You have to represent your state. But a lot of these senators nowadays, okay, they don't follow what their state wants them to do. They do what they all want to do. They're career politicians, exactly. They could care less what they're representing. And so your representative republic isn't being represented because you've got your senators in Ohio, like Sherrod Brown, and then you've got now this nutcase Portman. He doesn't represent Ohio, not the true Ohioans. I'm telling you, even in New York City, even in New York, the state of New York. Now California would have, because there are hardly any Republican there used to be. But see, that wouldn't have happened though. See, they wouldn't have gone all this crap that's going on over the last 40 years, 100 years, 50, 60, 70 years since. I think that changed after the Civil War, where senators were then elected, not appointed by your congressmen, your state state representatives. That would change a lot, because you're representative. Well, either California is going to implode or something's going to happen. It can't continue the way it is. They keep losing millions and millions of dollars. And sooner or later, it's all going to implode. And I'm saying, okay, it's not I didn't vote for this, okay? And I'm telling a lot of people, and a lot of other people are saying, and a lot of you hear on YouTube, get out of California as fast as you can. Just get out of California. However you can do it, get out of California. I mean, Ben Shapiro, he moved to Tennessee. He was finally fed up with it. Just get out of California. They are all leaving. We do live in a crazy time. I was talking to a guy a couple days ago. It's almost like we live in a dystopian world right now. No logic. Now, we had 16 people. I thought I was going to be able to shut down, but now now we're up to 19 people. Well, that's great. If more people are finding out about ProTinkerToys.com, I'm not talking about slot cars at all. I'm just talking about miscellaneous things. But I guess it's exciting for somebody on their 80-inch TV screen watching me in 4K having a cigar under the Walmart lights. Oh. Well, it looks like Walmart is finally shutting down. It is. You're exactly right. Good versus evil. And I know what side I'm on. I mean, it's not rocket science, okay? I could go into detail, but I don't really want to right now. I hope you understand. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they're trying to recall governor of California. That ain't gonna happen. They'll figure some way out to cheat. Can I tell you something that all of a sudden, within the last couple of weeks, I begin to not worry, but concerns me, is that they might try this COVID thing. Do you have detailed files? It's 1 a.m. here in San Pablo, Brazil, and I am one of those 19. That's great! From Brazil. That's what I find so amazing, is that I can sit here in Minnesota at 11 o'clock p.m. and what's the guy's name? Vincius? He's in San Pablo, Brazil, watching me live. Think about that, guys. He's watching me live. Hey Brian, you've been doing a lot of barbecue on your vacation, or all barbecue? Everything we've eaten here. We had three. We had barbecue. We had steak 2 nights. We had hamburgers 1 night. I cooked every meal. I think we did one day when we went to Mount Rushmore for the day. We ate pizza one day. Earlier you mentioned Lewis and Clark, and they're supposed to be removing their statues. Yeah. No, I just find it amazing that, as Lewis Clark was going across this country, they just must have said it was just so immense, and it is immense. People don't realize how big this country is until you've driven it 7 times like I have. Do you ever have a buggy pie hamburger? No. Send me the ingredients. ProTinkerToys.com. You want to drive. If you want to know how big this country is, drive. This is a funny story. Oh, I think it was like 2010 maybe. I just left Washington State because I was driving around the country. And I left Washington State, I got into Idaho, and then I was called my brother Tim and said, "Hey Tim, I'm right in Montana, and I'm coming by, I think it's where Custer's Last Stand, I think somewhere, I don't know where it was. Anyways, I was coming into Minnesota. And then later in the evening, I called Tim. I said, "Tim, I'm still in Wyoming, or Minnesota." People don't realize that Minnesota, I don't know if people understand how big Pennsylvania is. Pennsylvania is long, but it takes 3 Pennsylvanias to equal the length of Montana. The state goes forever. Well, I know a friend, Dave Lee, my kid's wrestling coach. He rode from California to Ohio on his bicycle a couple months ago. Took him 2 weeks. We got 18 people watching. It was fast. Yes, maybe it was a little longer, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks. Well, there's another car leaving. Another Walmart employee. Do you know what they're having a big problem with, a lot of stores right now? And this is the culture we have, is shrinkage. Do you know what shrinkage is? Who knows what shrinkage? Raise your hand if you know what shrinkage is. Raise your hand what shrinkage is. What is shrinkage? Does anybody know what shrinkage is? shrinkage is theft in stores. And right now, it's an epidemic. People just going in and stealing things. Just going into a Home Depot and walking out with a mower. It's not good. I had a ton of it when I had my newsstand, and I started doing cameras and started watching kids come in. Oh my goodness. It's the quickest way to go out of business. And a lot of these department store chains, they're finally realizing it. And that's why like Walgreens in California and San Francisco, they're just closing. Because they're not prosecuting the crime. And so criminals will say, hey, well, I can just go in there and steal whatever I want. And then these leftist politicians say, well, you know, they need the stuff. So, you know, we're just going to let them steal. Okay, well, you know what? Then you're not going to have any stores. And so now you're not being a representative of you're not representing your constituents. I remember a kid's dad said it was just a piece of bubble gum, Mr. Young. He just took people's bubble gum. I said, no, it's not. It's not just one piece of bubble gum. It could be a car next, you moron. Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I cannot believe I'm doing a live stream for over 3 hours. Shrinkage is stealing. It is stealing. It's a customer coming in and stealing and that's called shrinkage. That's how, you know, a company on their inventory, computer inventory, might say they might have 5. And then when they redo the inventory, they only have 4. Okay? And they say, well, where'd those other 2 go? Well, they got stolen. That's all there is to it. Okay, wait a minute. Here, this is a good question. Loss of products. Thanks. You're welcome. What is your take on the future of slot cars? In the 70s and 80s, in the 80s, did you think that they would fade out and they came out with radio? Is it amazing, too, how they are selling? Okay, so that's a very good question. I love some of these questions people come up. Okay, so slot cars. The reason that the real and big insurgents is a lot of these guys that are getting into it that are 40, between, I'd say 40 and 50, they had them in the 80s. And the 80s were very popular with slot cars, all right? They made 1 million sets, okay? And one of the biggest problems with a lot of these companies was they just kept coming out with stupider things. And a lot of times it was the buyer at a lot of these places. Well, we want loops. We want cars that climb walls. When actually they didn't. If they just would come out with different cars and different sets, that's what happened. And they killed themselves. A lot of these buyers at Walmart, these are buyers that buy stuff from Walmart or Target. A lot of these buyers have no idea what they're doing. They really are their worst enemy. If you'll leave me. And I think slot cars has a good run here for about 20 years. And it all depends on how Auto World and what we're doing. You know, I just want to keep growing the market. I just want 1 new customer per day or week. If one guy buys a slot car set a week, that's all. I just want more people buying them. Exactly. No shrinking on online shopping. Yes, but you have a lot of theft on Amazon. A lot of theft on Amazon. What do you mean? I had a Strombecker on a set too. Amazon has lots of, it's called use it, then return it. Like they might have a tent. You might buy a tent on Amazon. You're going to go, let's say you're going to go camping for the weekend. You get the tent, you use it, and then you tell Amazon after you're back that there's a rip in it. It was defective. You get your money back. Hey, you used a tent, you didn't have to pay for it. You get your money back. Boom, you're happier than There's a lot of that on Amazon. A lot. I personally don't think Amazon's a viable market. I think their losses are huge. They're not even telling of the losses. See, people don't understand that there is a 50% gross margin. That's your high. That's your, you could say you're not your low, but that's your medium amount of profit is 50%. Okay, and then your high-end profit items would be, or margins would be, too many returns. Oh, they're terrible. And you know what is that they charge that back to the company. They don't take the loss. Amazon, are you kidding? None of these places take the loss. They charge it right back to the company that they're getting the product from. They're not taking any losses. But sooner or later, your companies go out of business. Okay, what I'm getting at is, okay, so I lost my train of thought there. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, 50%. Okay, your clothing is a higher margin. Clothing, you can make 70 to 80% gross margin. That's why when they put them on sale, like at 30% off, 20%, they're still making a good 50%. Okay, I like ProTinker style. You order it, you get it, you keep it. That's right. You order it, you get it, you keep it. You know, I'll do whatever I can to make it right for you, but you know, I don't take returns. I can't. And so when they're operating on these margins, okay, their overhead has to be huge. These giant distribution centers, these giant, they're buying fleets of cars and everything. Something's not right. Something's not being told to the stockholders. I don't know if it's just funny money or what. Something's not right. Something's not right. Well, guys, you know, I'm getting tired. One thing, I've got this light all night. Oh my God, we hit 50 thumbs up. We hit 50 thumbs up tonight. That is amazing. Okay, Ron Garner, and the business model is to take a loss in trade for putting others out of business, so in the future prices can be increased, kind of like China. Yeah, that's a good. Business is good, live it, American up. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut it down, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching my video tonight. It means a lot to me, actually. It means a lot to Ryan. It means a lot to Tim. Everybody at ProTinkerToys.com. I'm not even selling anything, really. I'll end with this. I really never believed in selling somebody something. I believed in, number one, making a friend. And if you wanted to buy from me, I'll do everything I can to make you happy about it. When I had Young's Newsstand, it was the same way. I wouldn't browbeat people to buy something. They'd end up buying it from me because they liked me. And that's what I do at ProTinkerToys.com. That's why I'm not selling anything right now. Love Pro Tinker. Have a good night. Thank you very much. And check out our website, ProTinkerToys.com. We got a lot of new items coming over the next couple of weeks. A lot of toys. Got a lot of miscellaneous fun stuff. So if you need a gift for your grandkids, kids, relatives, we'll wrap it for you. We'll even wrap it for you. Just say, wrap it for me, please. And we'll get that out to you. ProTinkerToys.com. That's ProTinkerToys.com. Don't like, subscribe, notification bell button. We want to thank everybody for watching. That's 51 thumbs up. I never thought I'd see that on just a regular video of me sitting out by my camper. After 200 minutes, smoking a cigar, I'm getting 51 thumbs up. But we want to thank everybody, and you guys have a great evening. God bless. And I just hope everybody has a great Sunday. If you're not a churchgoer, you know, try to find a local church. And, well, that's up to you, what you want to do. You're better than what's on TV. Well, I think that means a lot. That really does. That it really does. And then people just keep coming on. I don't understand what's going on. Good night, everybody. Good night, Ron. Good night, everybody. Everybody. I mean, there are so many people on here. I just cannot believe it. I've never seen so many comments on this live stream. It's unbelievable. Okay? So you guys have a great evening. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow maybe. Okay? Bye-bye.